up, but I feel like it's pretty rare when everybody gets together these days.
Yeah, so we are all here.
Yep.
Woo, woo.
Someone's gonna have to remind me of where here is.
So you guys remember you were introduced to your new team member Roland. Basically, you came to your headquarters at Keras Foundation, and you realized that all the hard drives to your computer were stolen by somebody who came in very hot, very heavy, blew a hole through the floor in the building, all to steal the hard drives for your network.
Yeah, and then there was a guy who was in our place demanding what we were doing there.
Yeah, dude in power armor that was like super uppity up.
It's like, hey, wait a second, you're the one that's out of place here.
Using power armors that totally could have done all that damage and hiding in the room. Yeah, he was so suspicious.
Exactly. You guys were like insta, paranoid there. Totally ready to throw down in a second.
Yeah. Now we're getting shot at by robots and things.
And then you managed to find some cool intel on that drone that you guys captured, and you followed its intel, and it took you down to the storage place. And you guys totally hacked the door open, and you fought this military-grade spider drone. You even have a crit on it, so it's got a setback dice on every turn, and you damaged one of its main weapons. So now it's left to just melee you guys, which is totally sad. For me, not for you.
Right.
I was going to say, I felt very differently about that.
Yeah.
Yes. Jim is sad and crying.
I was sad. So is everybody ready?
Sure.
Yep.
I guess.
So, of course, where we last left off, there's this poor schmuck who answered the doorbell as you guys opened the door. These guys, they're finishing putting stuff in their vehicles. These guys are putting stuff in their vehicle. They're getting ready to, drive out of here at the highest speed as soon as they get everything in there. And this guy is totally giving you guys crap.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact if these vehicles do head out, they're heading out either this direction or this direction. But someone did a barricade, I recall, over here, right?
I think so, yeah.
Someone hacked and activated the blocking system. Not that they know about that.
All right.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see which way that these guys head out because, they may just have to double back.
What a shame that would be.
That could be bad. It could be very bad.
All right. Somebody needs to finish this droid con out there.
Yeah, this spider droid's taking a serious beating. I mean, it's looking really sad at this point. I mean, it's tough as can be, but its weapons have been jacked up. It's down to very, very single-digit wounds, and it's got all kinds of messed upness going on here.
And these guys are the ones that are all kind of gearing up to escape.
Yep, they are packing up the vehicle and they are going to be escaping. I mean, if they're barred, they may fight, but you're pretty sure they're escaping. I mean,
was there any of those guys that seemed to be in command?
Yes. The one that was shouting orders is the one that's in the driver's seat, believe it or not, of this vehicle.
Ah, okay.
I'll totally give you a red bip there so you know that that's the vehicle with the guy that's in charge. Because as soon as he saw you guys, he's just like, load them up, let's get out. Let the droid And he's the one that totally issued commands to the droids, so he's ready to skedaddle out of here.
Okay, and is it a hard side and top truck, or is it like a military truck with cloth?
It's like a military truck, but we're talking armored vehicle truck. It's like an armored car. You know
So
that
it's
most
armored
of your weapons and stuff will probably just bounce off of it.
Are there any like doors or windows currently open on it?
No, after he yelled for everyone to get in, he immediately hit the close button. Excuse me.
So how are these guys gonna get in?
They're going to get in the backs of the trucks that they're loading up right now.
Okay, so the back of this one is facing us, and the other one's facing away.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
And that red is the doorway?
That red is the doorway that you guys opened up because one of you hacked the doorway so well, it's totally your bitch right now. You waited for the guy to come up and talk to you through the intercom, and you totally did the open the door. Which, of course, they were not happy with in the least.
Right. All right, well, shoot away, Merle. Somebody needs to drop that droid.
I mean, I think our friend with the power armor is.
That's what I'm hitting at.
I think every one of the squishy flesh and blood folks is totally just gesturing to Roland to please kill it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said. I thought you said somebody else.
What's
okay?
the
Real
quick, what's range on this?
6 squares is short.
Okay.
Okay, so you want me to take care of the robot, or you want me to stop the truck?
Well, if we can get the robot out of the way, we can get it through the doorway.
Okay. I'm going to not move and double aim.
Okay, you're going to attack it point blank because it is engaged with you.
Oh.
You totally can. It just adds an extra difficulty dice.
Okay, sorry. I thought you could aim punches.
No. Oh, you're going to punch it? Yeah, you can totally aim a punch.
Okay.
Punching the robots. I love this game.
Okay, so you're going to double aim and take 2 strain?
Yes. And
which, by the way, since all 4 of you are here, totally puts you at 5 and 0 for your points. So you now have all the light side points.
Oh. Well, that won't last.
So I've got your 2 blue for the double aim in there. You're totally pulling that fist back to punch this thing in the optics. And everybody's looking at this mech on mech fight going on. Wow, I thought they'd have more heavy weapons involved.
Right. So to increase the difficulty by 1, is that a black, a purple, or a red?
That's a purple, so it adds an extra purple.
Okay.
Depending on what weapon you're using. So if you're using a light weapon, like a pistol or something, it's 1 extra purple. If you're using a heavy or a gunnery weapon, it adds 2 purple.
Well, no, this specifically says 1, increase the difficulty by 1.
Okay, so that would be 1 extra purple.
Okay. However, this is like almost dead, so I'm not going to do it, and I'm just going to hit it. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, so you're doing just a regular melee strike with 2 blue?
Yeah.
Okay, it's ready. And how many points of damage is that going to be?
8 plus 1, right?
Yep, so 9. So you do some damage because this thing's got to soak like nobody's business. You totally punch it and you feel the armor, concave in with your fist there. But you do have a big damn triumph. What would you like to do with that? I mean,
Hold on.
you could flip it over. You could, go for a crit. You could knock it back.
Hold on. How damaged is it?
Compared to when this fight started, it is insanely damaged. I can totally tell you it's in single digits. Of course, like I said, it does have military grade armor on it. And what are you doing for that dice that you're flipping?
Lucky Strike.
What does that do?
After your character makes a successful combat check, you may spend 1 story point to use this talent to add damage equal to your character's rank in that characteristic, which is 4 additional damage.
Ooh. Now it's looking insanely damaged then if you're adding plus 4 damage.
Uh-huh.
Because it doesn't get no extra soak for that. But you do still have a triumph there.
Right. So what weapons does it still have on it?
Just its legs. You guys have taken out all of the weapon systems it had on it already. And it is looking ridiculously like shit right now. It's got exposed wires shooting out. It's got sparks as this thing's trying to step. It stutters.
So if I used a triumph to break a leg, would it basically be not able to move?
Well, it does have 6 legs, but you could like knock it back or flip it over so it's stuck like a turtle. I mean, you could totally
Okay.
break one of its legs, but it wouldn't be as effective.
Does it look like it would be able to flip itself back?
It would require a roll to do so.
Okay, I'll flip it over.
Okay, so you totally hit it with an uppercut strike that just shoots armor plating, and you hit the sweet spot on it. And armor plating
lucky.
and wires and little microprocessors go flying in the air as this thing totally does a ass over heels flip on you. As I'm totally trying to flip it and it's being uncooperative. Bloop. As it's totally going to have to do basically an athletics check to flip itself back over.
And doesn't it have negatives on that type of thing?
It's got negatives on everything it does right now.
Right.
Okay, so anything for your... you did take the 2 strain for the extra maneuver you took, so that's it for maneuvers. Because you double named. Which definitely paid off, because look how effective those blues were. Those were the busiest blues of, my month. So who's going next before all hell breaks loose?
I was thinking that I would try to get in this thing and keep him from driving off. Anybody have anything that they want to take care of before I try that?
Go for it.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so this will take 2 moves. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to just, let's see here, just
You going for the
charge.
passenger seat, Indiana Jones?
Well, you said it's all closed and locked and everything,
Yep.
right? Okay, so what I was really thinking is I was going to run down past it, and then a lot of times they have like a bar on the back. I was going to grab and like swing them around that and get into the truck from behind.
Ooh, okay.
So that's what I'd like to try doing. So it'll take, so it'll end up being like, I'll be able to get around all the way in for like the full double move, maybe even a little bit more depending on what's going on in there.
I mean, can't you use parkour for medium range?
I don't have parkour 2 yet.
Oh.
My parkour is short, so I have to take one maneuver to get up. Then I can use the parkour to get through the back, depending on like what the layout is back there. So that's like 7, 8, like basically 9. So I'll have 3 more points of movement once I'm in there, based on what I see.
Okay, so you jump up there and you see a bunch of crates that have different countries' nationality stamped on it, and everything says in one version or another weapons grade. You know, you totally see the logos for explosives and the logos for firearms. And 2 guys in there, by the way.
How are they like armored, whatever?
They have body armor on them. They look pretty much just like these guys out here, except instead of the automatic rifles they've got smaller weapons on them, like sidearms.
All right.
And they are totally shocked to see you come flying into the back of the truck.
I would imagine.
Is it
They, like,
and then sorry, go ahead.
They totally put down a box that these guys were throwing back in there, and then look up as you come flying around the corner, grabbing onto the bar.
And is it open from the back to the cab?
There is a tiny little armored car style window and a little sliding slot that you can pass hand-sized objects back and forth.
So I couldn't fit through that.
You could not fit through that. Nope.
I don't think you're hand size.
Well, you know.
It's totally made for you to pass a sandwich back and forth, but not to be able to pass a bank robber type of thing.
Or a grenade.
Okay, so this doesn't really do me much good to be back here then. Sorry. Brain's taking a while to compute here. All right, so since there's no way toward the front there, do I happen to see, like, just happen to see any of the things specifically or after here, or is nothing that obvious?
Maybe if you give me a perception check with all the stimulus and running your ass off across there, we'll find out. How about that? If you're looking for the special case that you saw these bad guys use, totally give me a vigilance or perception check.
Okay.
This is how we totally let the dice answer the question of which vehicle it's in.
All right, so yeah, so like just point of clarification also here though is if I'm like doing that, it's like I still have 3 points of movement left with the whole moving around thing. So would it, like after I do the quick check, would I be able to finish the maneuver?
No. Once
No.
once you stop, that's the end of the maneuver.
Okay, so
It's
once
not
I
like
stop-
D&D
went,
where
oh shit.
where you can then say, "Oh shit," and then dive out of the way. You committed yourself to running full bore across this big ass warehouse, grab the bar, and parkouring onto the back of the truck.
Alright, in that case, I just need to check.
And then these guys look at you, and you look at these guys, and then you're looking at the boxes.
Okay, so here's actually what I'm gonna do. So I came and I did the whole like fancy moves to get up into the back of this. And what I would actually like to do is make a use one of my talents. It's an action, and it's called Don't Shoot. So I make a hard charm check, and on success, I cannot be the target of combat checks until the encounter ends or I make a combat check.
Until you hit them, you look like a non-combatant. I like that.
Pretty much, and they don't get to attack me. I'm gonna
Okay.
do that for the charm check.
Told you it wouldn't last.
So okay, so it's a hard check, and I have an upgrade, and so here we go.
I thought you were gonna look for a box.
I'm going to, but I want to make sure they're not going to shoot me first.
First, he puts his hands out and goes, "Hey, I ain't got no guns. I'm not here to hurt you."
Yep. So yeah, and to the best of my this effect is like applied to the like whoever's in the area. I guess I'm not sure if it's.
Yep, you're
how.
basically trying to play it off that you're one of them, and the whole I'm supposed to be here.
I'm not here to cause you guys any trouble. Just calm down. Put those guns away. All right, got my upgrade.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
And then the dice will tell us whether it was
Boom.
successful. Okay, they kind of look at you and gesture with their hands for you to take a seat, and there's of course nice seatbelt straps that you can strap yourself in. If you choose to immobilize yourself,
Actually, like pretty much what I'll just kind of do is I'll just since it's not moving yet, I'll just kind of like grab onto one of the safety harnesses or straps and just kind of lean against the wall, all casual like, so I don't look like I'm standing in the way of them, and then that'll give me a chance next round to do a good case joint once over.
case the joint once over, I like that. Okay, so that means it's their turn. As these guys kind of like nudge you out of the way and jump in the back, and the last guy in closes the door.
And I'm just kind of like still kind of like leaning, acting like I belong there.
And these guys jump in their vehicle and close the door. As you hear the bang bang of someone inside signaling that everyone's on board, and engines start throbbing. And of course, these are fancy high tech super engines, but they still sound like classic diesels. Brum, brum,
They left a little towel behind.
brum, brum, brum. Okay, so who's going next? You clearly see that these vehicles have just closed up and loaded up. This poor guy feels real lonely. Hopefully somebody's going to let him in one of their vehicles.
Can I shoot my golden laser pistol through the window of
You can
this
try.
truck?
Like I said, these are military grade armored vehicles. You can try.
Can I double aim?
You may want to get closer into the room right now because you don't have much of a line of sight right there.
Oh, I could do that. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it would be good to get in short range also.
Yeah. How close do I need to be for...
Just one square, but it's a little busy everywhere. You could totally walk past this guy with no problem, by the way. The mech technically is not stopping your movement.
Yeah, he's upside down.
He's
Yeah.
upside down, his legs are flaying. You can totally go up to Roland and say, "Excuse me."
Okay, can I just squeeze by here? So up like would up to like here be short range?
Yeah, that would definitely be short range because short range is 6 squares.
Okay. So
You're just shy of short range, but if you get there, that's a good spot.
yeah, because then I don't have to deal with shooting through the doorway and then so that was one maneuver, and then I'll take the strain to do an aim. Yeah,
Because you're
okay.
totally like, if I wish I had a rocket launcher. This would totally be a good job for a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the laser, it's a fine point and it'll, I don't know. I think it'll be more effective than the submachine gun. I'm hoping. Okay, so I'm gonna aim and shoot when you're ready.
I'm all ready.
Okay, let's see what happens. Oh,
This is
yeah.
that moment when that armor shows how good it is that your blast just hits the Duraplast windshield and right between the guy's eyes from your perspective. But the glass just kind of glows warm for a second and then goes back to clear as you realize, shit, this thing is armored.
It was worth a try.
But you have some advantages.
I do.
You could scorch the windshield so you can't see out.
Oh, I like that. Thank you. Can I do that?
Sure, I mean, and just to clarify, are you doing the door window or the windshield?
It was the windshield,
Okay,
like the
so the
front
front
window.
windshield. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shoot it, and even though the glow fades, you see this like ugly, carbon score across the driver's spot where you see the driver immediately rub his hand on it from his side like that would do anything, and he has to like peer down, making things more difficult, upgrading the difficulty of his drive checks.
Well, it's something.
And
I
you still
tried.
have one advantage.
I still have one advantage. Can I give a blue dice
To the next and last one of you to go. Because remember, it's
Yeah.
two advantage for a specific person.
Oh, then yeah. Yeah, then to the next person to go, yeah.
And of course, you totally have given the advantage by you boldly coming in, whipping out your golden gun and shooting the windshield. It's just emboldened everyone.
Absolutely. I'm an inspiration until I get splattered flat by a truck. I should have jumped on the wall.
Yeah, you're kind of right in the middle of the doorway.
I should have gone right up next to him.
Now, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's gonna leave us with Maestro there, right?
Yeah.
What you gonna do, Maestro? They've got their engines revving. They're about to probably rip out of there any second. And you have totally hacked the door controls, by the way. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'm stepping here and closing the doors. Not all the way, just enough to where like a body can fit through.
So you're gonna close the doors down to like tiny size.
Yeah, to where just like a body can squeeze through sideways.
Sort of like the mall stores when they aren't really open, but they lift the gates up.
Right.
Oh, am I going to be able to get in?
He is slightly bigger than Body, but still Silhouette 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll just leave a dent in the bottom of the door.
Right. And that'll do her for now. I'm not gonna take strain to move again and go in, so.
And I appreciate you not closing it all the way so we don't suffer from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Well, it would take a few minutes.
They are and they are future cars, so they don't have emissions. They just sound badass. So
It's all sound.
here's
It's
the
all
blue line for
audiophile.
just enough for a person to flip up inside there. The poor spider bot's looking, going, "What? But the door closed." And since you did hack the door controls, but the person inside here still has access to them as well, is there anything you're doing beyond just closing the door to have section? Because technically this
Sure.
guy can just go up and click the open button, and then we can have a contest going back and forth.
That
I'll
would be
lock
kind
it.
of funny.
I'll
Not
lock
if
it
the
out.
driver goes after him. That would be a problem.
Right. Yeah, I'll lock it out.
Okay, so you spin a code in there real quick. You know,
Yep.
it's totally your first internet Tamagotchi's birthday.
Oh shit.
Okay, so the doors close, and you hear this horrible honking sound real quick as the poor mechanical creature is going to try to flip itself right side up.
Uh-oh.
It's totally gonna try, but this is not gonna be nice. It's got black dice to everything it does. It's an average check. I'm totally pausing to see if anybody does anything.
Somebody's
Wait
fishing.
for it. Wait for it.
I mean, I totally had a
Somebody-
dramatic thing that was going to happen to the droid, but
Fine.
somebody's
I'll
flipping
give
that
it
over.
to you.
I
I'll
had a
give it to
really
you since you're
totally
fishing
dramatic
for
thing
it.
to happen, but somebody closed the damn door, so I can't do it. And it's totally gonna do the cool kung fu flip and see if it can get back upright. Damn, which it did kung fu flip back upright.
Those are some very busy dice.
I mean,
But
if it would
it's
have
still-
rolled one strain, it would have destroyed itself doing so.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't have any weapons, right? Other than its legs.
Other than its
Right.
claws, and it used its action to get itself
Yeah.
upright.
It's like, ha! But I can't do anything.
It's back on its feet, and it's totally going to move this way.
Wow, it's running away from you. Oh, no, it's not.
It's pinning its prey against the wall. Yeah, that's its plan.
Yeah.
Totally a
Yeah,
good
that's it.
plan.
Yeah, okay.
So top of the order, who's going first? As Dante is inside the armored vehicle with a bunch of new friends.
Can somebody else go first and see if we can end that robot? Then I can take my turn to go after the truck.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
shoot.
Or
I'll shoot
or
it
I could
since
go
it's
and
in
find
my
out if
face.
it's or I can find out if I'm in the right truck to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I can always-
that's right.
Because I can always calm you guys and tell you what's going on from here. So if you
Well,
guys
you're
want to,
stuck inside either way, so let's see if we can get the droid out of the way
that's
real
what I was
quick.
to say. If you want to get rid of the bot first.
As
Yeah.
currently Dante is very intimidated by the three gentlemen with the automatic weapons, and the two nice guys with the pistols that are like, "Take a seat, my friend.
Actually, I'll just stay
Hold
there.
on, we're gonna get out of here fast."
All right, I'm gonna shoot that thing.
And you're gonna shoot it while engaged, huh?
Oh, congratulations.
Well, yeah, no.
Waka waka.
Yeah.
You're gonna step just out of engaged range there.
Yeah.
Cold feet.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
You see so many large open holes in this thing that you're pretty sure if you can get, as long as you can do enough damage, it's gonna go down. Are you gonna take some strain to aim? See how I try to tempt you to burn that strain?
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, you know what? I got plenty of strain.
I mean,
I
you
do.
saw how effective blue dice were earlier in the game.
Yeah. All right, we're all set.
Yep.
Okay,
Roll
here
it
we
when
go.
you're ready. Dang.
Oh,
Nice.
Been
So
practicing.
I can tell you, you did 1 point over his soak. And when you take that shot, aiming in the open carapace that's been nicely, ripped apart armor-wise,
All
that
right.
you hit it and it literally starts powering down with the pistol shot you shoot into its motherboard before you
Nice.
spend any triumph or advantage. Because it
Nice.
only had 1 point left. And it has a soak of 7, which is why you're having a hard time hurting it for so long.
Oh, I bet.
Because
All
soak of
right.
7's
Well,
a bitch.
I'll take strain back for the advantage.
What do you want for the triumph?
And the triumph. Oh. Holler and comms or what that, droids down or drones
Well, that's
down.
a freebie.
Huh?
That's a freebie, just saying that you took the drone down. I mean, I would, for the
Right.
triumph, I would
I get
totally
that.
give you that its corpse could land in a way that totally blocks the vehicles coming out. They'd have to basically ram into it to get out.
Yeah. Well, it's still in the middle of the road. They got to go out and to the right, right? So.
Well, they can head out this way, which they may just do with the bot sitting right there. But for that triumph, I would totally move it right here.
All
It
right.
staggers and collapses right in the
Then we'll
path.
do that instead of what I was gonna do. So yeah, it staggers back and falls in the way.
So it's totally in the way, just not in Roland's way. So basically, any of the vehicles that have to come out, they got to do a pilot check and take a collision, which is a critical on their vehicle. Which they
Nice.
also have to do if they're ramming the fucking door there.
Door. Yeah.
Which means their vehicles could get pretty jacked up pretty quick. I wonder
Oh,
if we
darn.
can kill Dante having his vehicle crash without being strapped in like everyone else.
It'll be fine. You can parkour it.
He'll parkour in the air like Spider-Man when the car crash happens. Okay, so who's going next? Is Maestro's totally showing you guys up that it's not just computers he's good with; it's manual hardware too.
I don't know what was so hard about all that.
He just comes up and pistol caps right into it, and he's like, "It's done."
all that fuss.
Right?
So who's going next before a whole bunch of shit starts happening? I mean, I would just suggest Darwin should probably go first, but that's just me.
Sounds good to me.
Because there's about to be one truck driving in reverse into a door and another truck driving almost blind through the door. And you're between them and the door.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, getting hit by a car is pretty much you just roll a crit. It's annoying as hell. Okay, so Darwin is totally skedaddling over to the guy that's at the control, getting ready to start hitting the open door button frantically. But we cannot hear you at the moment, if that helps.
Yeah, if you're trying to talk.
I'm sorry. I've been talking. I've been saying I'm going to come over
I'm sorry.
here. I forgot I muted. I apologize.
No
I did
problem.
not
I'm like,
want to
at
belch in
some
your
point, I
ears.
thought you would say something with all that walking around you.
Yeah, I wanted to go over here and I wanted to just hit that guy. Take him out of the action. Yeah. Can I brawl at him?
Yeah, you can totally brawl at him. So you're just gonna go for a punch?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. You got your difficulty in there.
Okay.
Sounded so committed.
I'm thinking Darwin just wants like a prisoner just in case. Okay, so
Yeah.
take 2 strain as you come running up there. You were about to shoot him, but then you kind of look at your left fist and just give him a solid right cross. What is your damage?
Damage.
So it's going to be your brawn +1 plus the 2 that you rolled.
2 plus 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. But also,
But wait,
I
there's more.
have knockout punch. Your character adds the stun quality to their brawl combat checks with a rating equal to 2 plus your character's rank and coordination. This does not stack with other instances of stun.
Unfortunately, you didn't get
Nice.
the advantage to activate it, though.
Oh, it says it's passive.
The ability is, but stun on a punch still requires 2
Oh,
advantage to activate.
okay.
So
Didn't
you
realize that.
hit
Never
him,
mind.
and you feel his body armor just suck your punch completely up. Almost like your 5 points were exactly soaked up by the armor he's wearing. And he looks
Jerk.
at you, and you totally see he's going to go for his pistol. We're going to have some weird kung fu fighting going on.
Yeah.
Now, you
Damn
can
it.
take 2 strain to do another maneuver if you want. At least you are not in danger of being hit by the car.
2 slain to do another maneuver.
But you're engaged, so he gets an extra purple.
Yeah, it has been good being engaged when he pulls that pistol out.
Just saying.
Yeah. I guess.
See, I'm going to tempt you to do the bad choices. I just want to throw that one out there.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to tempt you into making bad choices when I say you should
Right.
totally back up 1 foot so you only have to roll a purple to shoot you.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, no, I'm fine. I didn't see a maneuver I liked, so.
Okay.
He's hugging him at the hip. They're like, hey.
Hey, you punched me. We're in a cyberpunk world of fancy weapons and you punched me? So,
I think I'm more badass than I am.
Whole bunch of things are going to happen at once. The first is the guy next to Darwin is totally going to spend his maneuver to pull out his gun, and he's going to shoot at you.
He's gonna miss.
Do you have any range defense?
I do. I have 1.
Okay, so it's a black die, and he is working all alone at the moment. As he whips out his pistol and he just blam takes a shot at you. And apparently hits you.
Apparently.
Damn.
You
So,
like those numbers too.
Yeah. So apparently he hits you for 8 points of damage before soak.
I've got a
As he,
soak of 4.
Yep, so that's 4 points of damage. Then he basically shoots you in the thigh with a quick draw and shoots. And he's totally gonna take 2 strain for that because he's slightly terrified that you did that, and he kind of drew and fired early, which should have been like a mortal shot, was definitely not a mortal shot. As
So
he's
wait,
looking,
you said what did you say I took?
so after soak, then you would take 4 points.
Okay,
It was
that's what I
8
thought.
total. Yeah. And he's taking 2 strain, which for him actually equals wounds, but we don't need to tell you guys that.
Was
And
that
then,
4 wounds or 4 strain?
For you, it's
For me.
4 wounds.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, after strain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lethal pistol, not a non-lethal pistol.
Yeah.
Sadly, these guys all use slug throwers. They don't have a single non-lethal weapon in the group.
Yeah, no rubber
Just-
bullets.
So
The pro-
first vehicle is gonna totally ram this door and try its best to just rip through it right now. Pretty
Wow.
much unaware that this droid is in the way.
Too bad it doesn't have X-ray vision.
Yeah, and he has to upgrade his driving roll.
Yep. Which means it's definitely going to be a hard roll.
Does he even have the room to get the speed to go through the door?
That's what the dice are going to tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to get a whole lot of speed. He's just
Yep.
going to hit it, though.
He's just going to muscle through it because remember, this is a big armored truck, you know. So here's his piloting roll to slam the gas to go first because he doesn't want the other guy to go first and get stuck. As he comes barreling and runs right
Oh,
into it. There's this horrible sound that you all hear when this vehicle goes smashing into the half-closed door and just bounces back. And of course, you know, the very sad fact is armor truck number 1 takes a crit.
aw.
And we're going to see what that crit is. Ew, what the hell? So shrapnel spray, chunks of metal or wood are hauled by the occupants at deadly velocity. The pilot
Oh, shit.
and occupants must make.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus!
Apparently your shot weakened the window.
Yeah.
And basically shit is flying everywhere. So Dante, you want
Yes,
to let me set up the dice pool for that horrible accident that just happened that includes you.
Okay, so it's 1 + 1 for each failure.
So give me a hard resilience or vigilance check, or suffer 1 wound plus 1 additional wound per threat or on the failure.
On the one that they rolled or the one I'm about to roll?
No, this is you roll. It's a hard check, so it's 3 purple. So either your resilience or your vigilance. So either are you being tough and sitting still and taking the beating, or are you being vigilant and ducking out of the way as a crate comes flying by your head.
So
But he's
James,
not even in the car.
No, he isn't.
Wow.
before
He left
the
him all
roll
behind.
happens, can I ask for a clarification?
What clarification
So-
are you looking for?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. It sounds like there's a typo in there. Should it be 1 wound per threat or failure?
It's 1 wound. So if they fail, the occupants each make a hard check, or
Right.
and if you don't succeed, you suffer 1 wound plus 1 additional wound per threat. And
Right. So
if
what
there's
I'm saying is that if somebody gets like 4 failures and 1 threat, they only get 1 additional wound.
Yeah.
yeah, you'd
Yeah.
only take 1 wound because if there's it's 1 wound per threat. So it's 1 plus whatever
Okay.
they roll threat-wise.
Sorry, I was
No
just
problem.
thinking that was a typo and it should be or.
Yeah,
They're
basically
not trying to wipe you out with
yeah,
it.
it's not meaning to kill you. It just means a bunch of shit hits. The big deal is
3 spare,
if
1 to spare to inflict a critical injury. They're trying to wipe people out.
no, they're not. You know how many crits you can take? You can take crits all day. Speaking of which,
That's how you get a 150. Or whatever it is.
go ahead and take that check there. Since we were talking about it, I figured I might as well use one of my points, make life interesting.
Alright, so it's
Jeez, how rude.
resilience or now
That's kind of rude there, Jim.
That's super
Quick-
rude.
just
Not
a
a
like
check.
point of clarification on this one. Is this considered like an attack, or is it just like
This is
a
conditional
check.
damage, so it's not an attack that you can do dodge or soak or anything like that. This is
okay?
you will be taking this damage. You know, you don't just soak it because we
And
all
it's
know that.
unexpected, so you can't parkour it.
Yep.
But what if he has ranged defense?
It does not matter in this case.
Oh.
Yeah, this is You're making a check against the damage
This is like
that's
sticking
being
your
done
hand
against
in
you.
the fire. You're
Yeah,
resisting the
I got
damage. You're not, avoiding the
it's-
damage.
Well,
It's
I
like
mean, just if he had armor or something.
It's like a D&D
Yeah, I
saving
do
throw.
have armor, but I guess I'm
Right,
just,
but you're
There
hitting
actually
your head.
is
not really
special
well.
armor for surviving this if you take piloting armor and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
have that
think of it as-
special
It's one of
driver's
those-
suit and all that good stuff to avoid taking strain or damage.
Yeah, think of it like a saving throw.
Yep. You're basically resisting it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
there
I
you
suc-
go. You
So you
succeed.
get banged up, but you resist it. So
So you don't even worry about that threat because that's not enough for me to do anything to you. So basically you avoided all the shit flying around. And now that you've rolled, these guys can totally roll. And first two roll this. Oh. Next two roll this.
Oh.
Oh!
no threat, but they still took one.
They took 1 point of damage each, which totally equates to 2 points of damage. And then this one counts for the driver.
Bastard.
Son of a bitch.
He
Okay,
was
so
seatbelted. No one else
all
was.
kinds of crap happened there.
Ooh, but now the other truck's going to back up right into him because he didn't have time to stop, and it's all going to
No.
happen again.
Unfortunately, he does see the car crash happen, so he's totally like, nope. But he is going to try to maneuver himself a little better off. Not that that helps. Thankfully, his check isn't as difficult. He just has to worry about a black dice because of the bad parking situation. None of this extra purple because somebody shot my windshield. Oh! Spoke too soon. So he kind of tries to turn his vehicle around in here, and things don't go as intended.
He does crash into it.
As he does crash into it.
Bring in the clowns.
Now we're going to have a hard time with crashes happening. And I'm totally going to borrow this one.
Crash disaster.
Oh, weapons damage. One of the vehicle's weapons of the attackers is compromised. So if there was a weapon system on it, it's not usable now, James Bond. As they totally hit the wall there and biff up the tire. Okay, I think that's...
Wait, does it have a front armor crash plate?
It does have the armored bumper.
Does that count as a weapon?
No.
Damn.
Nice try.
So there's a lot of
You can't
noise.
blame me for trying. I thought
There's
that
a
was
lot
pretty
of
good.
crashing.
We appreciate it.
Roland is totally looking under there where it hit the door, and the door's kind of bulging, but did not push through as the tires are squealing. As nobody knows just how bad of a thing Dante's dealing with inside there. Who's going next?
What type of military grade tire is this?
It is the solid special rubber that's meant to be blaster and bullet resistant, or at least won't go flat for a few seconds unless somebody rolls really well.
Okay.
Or someone driving rolls really poor on a crit.
So considering that all of this stuff got shrapnel?
Well,
Is
it's
its
basically
front windshield? Is its front windshield still intact?
with the door closed like it is, you can't really tell. You can see the grill of the car, but not really the windshield.
Right.
But
Oh,
this isn't like a shrapnel grenade. It's just crap flying around. The windshield is still intact.
And are
okay.
banging into stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Somebody's coffee spilled in their lap. That's where those crits come from.
Um,
Your coffee's so hot it burned through my Kevlar. And we all know boiling oil is the worst when you have body armor that just lets it go right through.
Oh, look out, cat.
do I know if my shield is tough enough to break through the window if I put enough force through it?
It would take a lot of force to do that.
Okay. In that case, since am I engaged with the truck yet?
Technically, yes. You know, the truck is right there, the bumper sticking on your side of the gate.
Flip it over to. Oh wait, no, Darwin's in there.
Oh.
So what you gonna do, Roland? Sounds like you have a
I'm
plan.
gonna roll a glop grenade underneath the truck.
Ooh, that's a good one. A glop grenade into the drivetrain?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that would be horrible. Okay. So you basically just need a single success, against one purple die.
Okay, and since I'm not moving, I'm going to double aim again.
Okay, because you don't like the idea of it ramming through this thing. I like that.
Tell me when.
I mean, since you're waiting, I'll go ahead and totally flip that.
Yeah.
Let's see if that one purple can do something interesting as one red.
Ooh.
What's the worst that happens? Now the dice have been cursed.
Tell
As
me
you
when.
go for it, you pull out your glob grenade, click the button, throw it. It goes tink,
Damn.
tink, tink. And immediately, with all of those damn successes, it quite loudly goes kapow, and you just hear the glop spray beautifully underneath, and the engine of the vehicle starts making a horrible sound as glop is going up into the undercarriage and getting into all the vulnerable moving parts right now, like a drive shaft, as it's oof, absolute horrible things are happening right now. As you're hearing like gear shifts mashing right now, what would you like for your 2 advantage?
I'll take some of that strain back.
And here I was thinking you go for blast 1 to have everything coated.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
Blast
Well,
1 could coat the doors in the shut position too, at least the front
Yeah,
doors.
that's not necessarily. I don't know if we want that.
no, yeah. If I could get the other truck, I'd think about it, but there isn't enough blast range. I don't
No.
want the doors covered. We need to get in and out.
Okay, I was just checking if you want to mobilize, maybe your grenade gooped up on there.
I guess, yeah, I think I did. So, yeah, so.
Can you guys
I
hear
think
me
it
now?
needs to advance it, so go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Didn't know we
Okay.
lost you.
Apparently, I got disconnected. All of a sudden, I was like in the middle of describing the "Don't forget to take 2 straight," and my line went completely dead.
We're a
Yeah,
little
go.
confused about the turn order, though.
No, but I did go the top of the order, so no, that's fine.
Okay.
So it is
Okay.
what's it's. See what he does inside the truck there, as he feels it go crashing.
As all of the chaos, because remember, Maestro went first and shot and killed the bot. Okay.
Okie dokie. So what I was hoping to do was, I went through all the trouble to get in the truck, and now it's time to find out if what I'm looking for is even here. So I would like to do that and kind of case this truck and see if what I'm looking for is even in here.
Ah, okay. So I'm totally going to be a jerk and add an extra black dice because since shrapnel went flying everywhere, it's a little messier than it was before. But let me give you.
Unless that threw things and made them more exposed to view.
The inventory's
Totally
the
what the
inventory
upgrade's
system
going to
is
tell
messed
us.
up.
All right. So anyway,
I'm ready when you are.
When you're ready. Yeah. Oh.
Whoa! As you're
Wow.
totally distracted with everybody's like cussing and screaming and yelling, and one guy looks over to you and says, "I don't believe the boss is driving that way," and everybody's like, "Was he cleared to drive these vehicles?" And one of the guys is just like, "Oh crap! Steve's still outside at the control, isn't he? He's our driver."
And I'm just gonna kind of be like, yeah, this going any that we thought this was going.
As you're looking around for something good, and now that the crates over like they have, it's just a total mess. A couple guys are laying on some of the crates, and you're just trying to play it cool and not seem too inclusive and checking things out.
So let's see. That was pretty much the action, right? So now
So you still have your
move it all.
And you can totally open the doors from the inside. They're just locked from the outside. Totally emergency handle that will blow the doors off, or the handle that just opens the door.
So I mean, the thing is that have I heard any of them saying anything specific, or like to what extent do I have any idea what's going on outside, other than like we obviously crashed into something?
I'm ready to continue on with the mission and get out of here. They're all assuming that you must be an undercover agent. Maybe you got them intel. It's above their pay grade of who the hell you are. You jumped in like you belong here, so.
All right. Well, I think for the next, I'm just gonna kind of like position myself near the door if I need to make a quick exit or not, and just kind of like not quite strapped in, but kind of like make after that crash, make myself maybe a little more secure.
And you feel this horrible vibration on the floor bed of the vehicle. It's doing something it's never intended to do. It's like vibrating itself from the inside out. You're hearing the gears mashing and grinding in ways that this vehicle should never have gears mash.
Yeah, not knowing what exactly that is yet, I'm just gonna kind of make sure that if this thing starts pitching and rolling, I'm not gonna be like on the bottom of everything.
Okay. So top of the order.
Yep. All right.
Both these vehicles are having difficult days. They're really bad times.
Yeah, I'm stepping over here, and I'm going to mechanic the guns on the robot to manually fire them. See if I can repair and manually fire them.
They are broken. So that would be
broken.
2 different skill checks: one to fix the weapons, one to make the
Right.
weapons work.
Okay. I'll start with my first one.
I mean, you can totally do it, but I just want to warn you, it's more than one check because they need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be repaired.
Yeah.
Trying to get a new pet.
Right. Need to repair, and then yeah, next round I can open up, and they were pretty heavy cannons, right?
Yep. Okay, I've got your hard mechanics check there for you.
Alrighty.
These weapons were
Take one of
critical
those.
to Desolation. And you're going for the upgrade. I like it. Keep the economy moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Trickle down economics at its best. Trickle down some
All right.
story points to me.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, take a point of strength as you guys in a hurry when they do stuff. They bust a knuckle and strain. As you do, you have got the weapon system working again.
Okay.
Now you'll need to use the computer check to make it target, or mechanics check if you want to do it manually.
Cool.
Okay. So
Okay.
who's going next?
I just kind of throw it away, like, don't get in front of.
I mean, we totally know this guy's gonna probably shoot Darwin one more time.
Yeah. Well.
But can I go, or did you have something? Did anybody do anything before I shoot him?
I'm hearing
Go
nothing
ahead.
but silence.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I mean,
Okay.
keep yourself safe.
You gonna
Yeah.
step back and shoot him, or you gonna just shoot him point blank?
No, I'll step back. Back.
Just a hint back is all it needs.
Yeah, I don't know how much stairs. I don't souls. So
You don't see the blue walls?
no.
No, it's just the door that's showing.
Yeah, that's all I see.
The walls
Yeah.
to the building we're in have disappeared.
Try hitting come back, because I totally see the buildings on mine.
Yeah, I figured you just removed the door.
I see other buildings, but I don't see the
Yeah.
building that we're fighting.
I refreshed and I still don't see the building we're in.
Yeah.
It's probably on the GM layer or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I just followed it out.
There you go. How about that?
That's where they're at.
Ah.
I'll even change the color so it's not baby blue.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I had plenty of space. Okay, then I'll gunpowders.
Did you close your character?
Refreshed it did, yeah. So I will take the strain to aim, and I with my
The golden gun.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the typical.
I should stop using it.
The
Why?
golden laser? No, you can't stop.
Ammo, you're using it.
Never hit.
Well,
Although.
Wow, what happened there?
I'll explaining it, causing him to blast him back into the truck.
I give him that the panel him an upgrade in difficulty, or
okay,
you could say the panel explodes and for 3 advantage he loses his gun.
Yeah.
And then you still have a triumph if you want additional bad things to happen to him when the explosion.
He
gets knocked prone.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Definitely prone, unarmed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Even if he could slice it, there's no way he'd be able to get it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. And I could do that.
And then this huge montage of things is about to happen. Is the driver totally puts his finger in comm, and immediately Dante's looking at everybody, and they look at Dante like he totally knows what's being said on the comm. And next at Dante, emergency hatch button. And since Dante doesn't, he totally walks in front of Dante and reaches up and grabs the red handle that says caution. And when he pulls it, you just hear the doosh, 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 doosh of explosive bolts blow, and the back door blows out. You know, for like early evacuation of the vehicle, like it flips or is drowning. Mm-hmm. And when this guy does it, hut, and jumps out. Obviously, you get the idea that their leader said on comms to everybody out of the vehicle.
Wait, how are there 4 there now? I thought there was 3 per vehicle.
There were 2 inside.
There were 2 inside
Oh,
and the
that's
3
right.
outside.
That's right. That's right. I remember now.
And
while
these
they were
guys,
doing that, I'm sorry.
And these guys come out too of their vehicle.
Get in the truck, get out of the truck, get in the truck, get out of the truck.
And this driver gets out of his vehicle. And that driver gets out of his vehicle, but there's something different with him. We'll put a yellow spot there. As they all get out of their vehicles and immediately draw their weapons. Which we will totally, by the way, put a spot on the guys that have just handguns. Because they're far less dangerous.
They all like piled out. Did any of them like grab anything from the stowed gear, or they just ignored
just their weapons. They just ignored everything in the back of the truck. Basically, CO yelled at them to all deploy out of the vehicles and secure the vehicles. We can't lose our prize. What worries them is they might have to carry shit out by hand because that vehicle's blocking the way and it's stuck in position.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to do that while a bunch of people are attacking them.
Why not?
Cowards.
By the way, Darwin should be worried with the folks piling around the vehicle now.
Oh, I'm very worried.
So who's going next?
I've got a spade, but it would probably hit Darwin. Although I could probably, I might be able to well, no, because the truck would probably.
Yeah, the truck is providing great cover for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a half-open door, and the truck, you pretty much don't see much other than like a pair of boots jumped out, and you hear people humping out after an explosive door just blew up. You pray it wasn't Darwin being blown up. I mean, it is Darwin. You never know. And you know Dante would have totally jumped out of the vehicle if it was moving, not if it's standing still.
Right.
So Maestro and Rolls.
Well, I still have.
I the robot.
Oh, that's right. It's Roland and Dante. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Scott was sounding like he had something.
I've got a smoke grenade into like my regular stuff.
You don't really have a great idea what's going on inside here right now.
That would be a great reason to put a smoke grenade in.
So you can't see.
So you can.
So nobody
can see less.
Oh no! I can see my smoke grenade.
Yeah, but nobody else can.
Yeah,
so.
nobody else can.
And that might trigger some smoke alarms that haven't gone off yet.
Oh, that is true. Are you on our comms? I'm on your comms, right?
Do you guys share your channel with the new guy?
Oh, a channel, yeah.
Maestro's like, he gets the group channel, not the private channel.
Right.
Filtering it so it doesn't actually go through any of the comments. It isn't like a direct connection like my military stuff would be.
That's fine,
What?
but yeah, no.
You don't trust us? It's okay, we don't trust you, so.
Trust.
It's a beautiful friendship based on mutual distrust.
Exactly.
Okay, so who's doing what?
Is Dante gonna suggest I do something? Because right now I'm just kind of waiting.
Well, I'm kind of like, I have an idea for what I was gonna do. So let me just run this by you. What I was thinking I was gonna do is, because I'm kind of playing along, like I'm the friend, like, oh, hey guys, like this is I gotta find this thing so in case things go bad we can get it out. Where did you guys stash that thing? Like, help me out here, guys.
Okay, so you're gonna ask them for the thing. What thing are you asking for?
What was the main thing we're here looking for? I don't even really. I'm not
You're
100% sure. I don't
basically the
remember.
hard drives from your base.
Oh, those. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to be like, okay, guys, help me out. I need these things if we're gonna get out of here clean. Where are they?
Okay, so I've got your
I'm
upgrade.
just
I've
trying to
got it in there. Give me
play.
a coercion or leadership check.
Oh, I was trying to be more like charm or deception along those lines, but I can try one of those.
I'll take a deception.
Alright, let me see here. Let me see.
That would be more of a, hey guys, the commander said I can't leave without this.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do it more as a leadership thing. Be like, because I'm trying to like get almost like giving them orders, but more friendly sort of way. Okay, so got an upgrade.
Yep, I got the upgrade in there for you. Interesting things happen as you take a point of strain from the stress of trying to throw these guys under the bus like that, and look at you, and they kind of you see their helmets. Those are in too. Point towards the other truck.
You kind of like, thanks. I got in the wrong one. All right, so if they're all
One of the guys is totally like,
okay, so
we might not even make it out of here, man.
oh, we'll make it out of here. Don't worry, we'll all be fine.
Oh, look at you
All right,
bolstering the troops.
Having done that, finding out they're in there, I'll just kind of like swing myself down and kind of like walk over. These guys pass by, and going back here to check in the back of check the back of this truck.
And you see like a bunch of kids there in poker.
That's fine. I just wanted to, like, I figured I had the maneuver, so I just kind of head over there.
Yep, perfect. Good commanding officer is too busy to notice this civilian walking around amongst all his armored troops.
Although I still have that don't shoot thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
forced to do something.
Okay, I am just in the doorway, so using the doorway for complete cover. So if and when either the truck gets unstuck, orders come out, I shoot them.
Ooh. Okay. So top of the order. Dante's being super sneaky and shady, going side by side there.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get off the other guy so it's not all cluttered, just bothering my sense of
We'll him
order.
to the back. So
all right.
do the same thing to the truck for.
Can I Can I?
You see a lot of guys coming towards you.
Right. I'm wondering, can I this guy
Totally
over
run past that guy.
truck?
Yeah, you can squeeze to go outside, but you can't squeeze to go across it. It's too tight to move between the
Squeeze.
gate.
Okay.
So you can basically
Can I-
squeeze through here.
Okay. And I would like to do that. And while I'm doing that, can I use suppress fire if your character does not make a combat check during their turn? Use it to target one character or me within long range to make once until the end of your character's next turn. Your character may choose to affect one for each additional. Because I only have one rank, but lay down suppressing fire.
And I'm assuming it's this group that can see you is the one you're doing suppressing fire to
Yes.
attack. So you're going pew pew as you're just blind firing just to keep down. Because the numbers just you.
Just kind of jumping through the door.
As you're just like, okay, I need to get out of there. Somebody shot me, and there's more guys with pew pews.
Yes. Let Roland go in.
Evacuation happens. The next one you guys doing?
I guess I will start some chaos. No,
I mean, guys want me to start going in with guns blazing? I mean, I've got the armor.
You backed up and away, so let me.
Guys, I'm going to come out.
Sorry, careful talking over each other, guys. I don't think we're hearing what's being said.
I just want. I wanted to see if I could have made it to here instead of there in the way.
Yeah,
you're not in the
you
way.
Totally could have made it there.
Well,
okay.
A little distance just in case that droid starts shooting.
Well, that and also so Roland can get, because Roland would make a great distraction and keep people from paying attention to Dante.
You got a point there.
That's what I'm hoping to get ready to do.
Oh, yeah, you too.
Do you see me tinkering with the droid?
He's elbows deep in the spider bot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to unload it on the. Started unloading on the truck and stuff.
Okay, just start randomly auto firing on the truck.
Yep.
That's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
And are you using gunnery, mechanics, or computers? So I know what the difference would be. Gunnery is a single die.
It's like playing a video game for you, isn't it?
If it's computers, then it's a little different.
Yeah, probably gonna hack. So I definitely don't have gunnery.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
As all of a sudden he started laser cannon on it, which you were so glad that you disabled earlier when it was shooting at you.
Yep.
Whoa.
All of a sudden you're seeing it like slag some holes through the gate, and the engine just explodes, I'm assuming, for those triumphs.
Sure.
And
I'm so glad I'm not in there.
When it explodes, I will totally give you that this guy goes up in a hail of flame.
That'll work.
Because he is right there adjacent to the. What would you like? Second try.
Ooh, can he do one of those 1970s I'm all on fire runs?
No, you just see a flash of explosion, and then Dante sees him get vaporized.
Oh, okay.
Dante's like, what the hell are you guys
doing that around all this time?
Additional triumph.
Yeah.
Oof. Finally, the dice start warming up.
Yeah, that's form. Let's see, some kind of morale break or something with a bunch of the guys or something.
Okay, I will totally tell you that two of the minion groups are like done fighting. You just blew up out of their vehicle. They're how the hell do we get out of this place?
And the boss turned to vapor. So yeah, that's probably pretty demoralizing. So how's that for a distraction?
Works for me.
Glad I got out of the.
Get out of the truck.
And
That was only the front.
just for your record, I'm marking the demoralized ones that are running away. So if you don't mess with them, they will just run away. Or surrender. Basically, they surrender with authority.
Hey, well, I did my thing.
Okay, so the big boss jump through the door here and start fighting you guys, but
Big boss. I was gonna say what?
Was going to.
These two guys totally look at you, Dante, and basically say, "Secure as much of the cargo as you can. We're evacuating now." And you know, they basically look at you like, "Grab the MacGuffin that you need to grab, and we are going."
Let's feel like which crate did you put it in?
These guys go running, and they're spending every running to get out. And they can't exactly that question because they didn't put it in the truck. And these two are coming to reinforce these guys. And that guy's going there with his buddy. So that way they can shoot under the door at you guys. Especially as these cowards are running away. And they just look back at you and they look at the other two guys of secure the most valuable cargo and let's go. Go, go, go. And these two guys, let me see who they can see. Okay, yeah, they can see the big giant robots. They can see the power armor suit. They see the glowing cannons on that, and they're going to shoot that.
Good choice.
And it's a group of two. As they auto, which is an extra.
Oh.
They're probably going to kill your toy, just to let you know.
Yeah. It did its job.
I mean, that's kind of how you operate.
Right. It's not like I had Android working. I just had guns operational, so.
Yep. As they shoot into it, and like one of the bullets hits the power supply, and it goes. Doesn't take much.
Yeah, Jim didn't want me to have no toys.
You better.
Just don't make them like they used to.
And who's going next?
So those guys that just came out, the ones surrendered.
The
the
ones
guys
with
with the little black heads.
having his brain in pain. These four are surrendering.
Okay, all four of them have surrendered.
Yep.
Yeah, they're running out.
They're turning.
Can I see their feet?
You can see enough of them to try to shoot at their defense right here, or move closer. And are you shooting a single shot?
I actually don't have auto fire.
Okay, I wasn't sure if any of your weapons did, so I figured I'd just ask.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the laser rifle underneath it so that I'm fully covered.
Okay.
And I am going to
shot.
Wow.
So with damage alone, that's 12 points of damage. So I can totally tell you one of them is by your. Since you could use your advantage there to kill the second one with a.
Oh, sure. That's a good idea.
See him totally put a through both of these guys. And still has one left to get back strain if he wanted.
So the 3 advantage does the extra person?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, when it comes to minions, if you do a crit, it kills the extra person.
Ah, okay.
Fight
Take
as
one
a
more
team.
strain back.
These two guys immediately don't say, "Holy fuck shit, did you see that?" Because they clearly saw these blasts go right through the two guys and leave nothing but smoking holes in their chest.
So, I think it's my turn.
By process
so-
of elimination.
Go ahead.
By process of elimination.
Yes. So, once I've gotten over here, like, since I know it's in this truck, would it be
You still have to look for it because they packed up in a hurry. They didn't really organize shit. Still gonna have to give it a look-see.
okay? Sounds good. Just to kind of give me an idea, like, given what it is, how difficult would it be
It's just
knowing
an
what I'm
average
looking
check.
for? An average check, okay.
Fortunately, you're
Just
looking
don't know,
for
like,
like a extra large attaché case and a truck full of attaché cases that are all different makes and models.
All right.
It's not for a dozen of the exact same cases, but they all look a lot alike, and the video watched could have been a little fuzzy in some spots when they loaded them into. And they totally did spray paint Keras.
In that case,
And you just heard a horrendous explosion like less than 20 feet behind you.
okay. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn toward these guys and say, like, look, guys, I don't want to see anybody else get dropped today. Like, just work with me here. Like, I can help you guys get out of this piece if you guys chill out and help me out here. I know
So
how to get us.
You're trying to coerce or deceive them into surrendering? Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to be like buddy. Hey, like, I don't want you guys to die. I want us to get through this. Like, there's been enough violence today. I don't have the taste for it.
So they will kind of go along with you, but they will not betray the cause without a good skill roll. That's all I'm going to throw out there. They still think you're on the same side. You're pretty sure the second they realize you're betraying them, they might shoot you. But
Yeah, I'm trying not to be that overt.
They're not turning. Hey, bro, come with me. You could go for the coercion. You could go for the coercion that does exactly that, or you could go for the searching for the hard drives. I mean, you could find out where you stand at the moment, or you could get the MacGuffin and then deal with these guys when you come out of the truck with it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so I've got your difficulty for a perception check.
I will hop on in up.
And they've got your back right now. They're secure, making sure nobody come in without getting shot.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I want to find this stupid thing.
Oh, look at that. I'm getting some freebies tossed at me here.
Alright, so
okay,
perception. Darn it!
Damn, these guys pack for shit. However, I do have a really cool thing for 3 advantages.
Sure.
So for the 3 advantage, you totally are looking for the case as you reach in and throw the stuff out of the way that's there, and you totally find a beautiful, nice little crate full of something that totally catches your eye. And do you know what that item is?
Women?
Well, could be.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it's a crate full of 48 filament grenades.
Jeez.
Which are the ridiculously deadly grenades that just rip through people in, large numbers.
Ooh. Okay, 40, crate of 48.
48.
How big a crate is that we're talking?
This is a large, like 40-gallon tote size crate. Like in, the rifle ammo boxes. It's good. It
Yeah,
takes two
grenade.
people
One grenade is one encumbrance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
something you'd
okay,
have to carry
that's
all
heavy.
alone to carry this if you were very brawn. Most people grab one handle on each side and two people carry this crate.
Alright, okay, so noted.
And it is currently in the unlocked position if you want to take a grenade out and use it right. I don't recommend it, but it is an option.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like note to self or do something about it.
Obviously, you don't want that going on the street because that could be dangerous. Gangbangers
Oh,
throwing around super deadly grenades.
Right?
That's my job.
Okay. So,
But you don't seem to find the package you're looking for.
Okay, so split for 3 of the advantages.
Yep.
Can I just like use that last advantage to be like, okay, I'm narrowing down like how many places it is not. So
I will totally give you a
next time
blue
it's
dice
a
on your
little
next
easier.
check. Yep.
All right, thank you. It's not getting any easier. Yes, yes, that is what I shall be doing.
Which, by the way, totally brings us to the top of the order.
Oh, and then just for the sake of it, given that I'm hearing all kinds of stuff going off out there, I don't want to be right in the crossfire, so I'll be.
You may want to be
like,
inside the armored truck.
Yeah, just inside the thing. Just inside it, so
like we would shoot you.
Anything in the middle of it. Okay, and I'll just
You're
kind of
still
like
totally questioning how they blew that truck up, and you're just like, I don't know what ordnance they've got. I don't want to be within blast radius of that.
Yeah, and pursuant to that, as I'm moving into the truck, I'm just kind of like talking to the comms, but as if I'm talking to myself. Okay, in the back of the truck, looking for the thing. Yeah, those trees to say.
Okay, so who's going next as he's jibber jabbing on the comms?
Do any of you guys have a high presence to like order these guys to surrender?
That's me.
Yeah.
That's why he was trying to casually slide that out there.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a good deception. 2 yellow and a green, but the rest are 2 green. So.
Surrender before we blow a hole in this here rock planet.
So I don't actually see anybody anymore, do I?
Nope. I mean, you could totally squeeze under that little opening there if you want to see some more targets. They would totally appreciate.
And then there's a little bit more room.
They would totally appreciate you squeezing on in here with the exploded engine as your backdrop.
Is this guy demoralized too?
That guy, he's the one that was knocked on his ass and lost his weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, the line's going through like the demoralized symbol.
He's on his back, or on his knees.
Oh, I see it now.
And he's French designating his weapon as kaput.
Got it. Thank you.
And I'm kind of also muttering like, yeah, it's it'll be another minute or two, no big deal.
Sorry guys, I can't find the box I'm looking for. We used the labeling system.
Yeah, I meant for them as well as them. Working on. Don't rush me. Well, actually, if it's the time you guys want,
Didn't you just do that
You just went.
on 3?
That was the last one from the previous round.
No, you just
Yeah.
did your perception check.
On 3-1.
Oh, that was the first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
We've
thought that
done
was the
nothing
last
since
one.
that. No, yeah.
Okay.
That was the top of the order.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
I need
that was
one
the
of
bottom
y'all
of the
to do
last.
something. What are you gonna do? Is you're all staring past the smoke and crap that's coming off. All of a sudden, at this point, little alarms are blipping, the little flashlight that something's wrong because the explosion definitely sent off the fire sensors. As you sense at the bottom of the order, something is going to happen because, of course, this facility is going to have some kind of fire suppression systems. Too bad somebody locked out the doors controls. Who's going to do what? Or are you just standing still waiting for something to happen?
Oh, go ahead. Go.
No, I'm just like, somebody's not going to run up that's got firepower or something. I mean,
If you want me to draw fire and go in, I mean I can, but personally, I think we just let our guy find the thing and get out.
I was thinking about jumping on top of the Cinderbot, not firing at the retreating guys, but firing through their heads and saying, "Stop right there, freeze, hold it, miss."
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, if you want to do that, that's fine.
I'm just
I would
racist unless it's the gun talking.
Like I said, guys, they're pretty much broken. They're under to anyone who gives them any kind of resistance whatsoever.
Yeah, but they're leaving.
A couple shots over their head, they will definitely drop their weapons and surrender.
But we can question. Well, how much will they know? They're not. But
so who's doing what?
I mean, do you want me to get them to surrender?
All right, I'm gonna pop just in and shoot this guy.
You don't want to take care of the alarms?
Well, I don't know where the fire suppression and alarm system control panel is, so.
Okay, fair.
Okay, so the guy's on the ground, so he's got a black dice. Go ahead and take your shot.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh. Maestro's pretty effective with that thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
As thanks to the situation as is, that is good enough to take him down.
Nice. All right.
Okay, so all of a sudden a bunch of shit happens. Since nobody did tell them to stop, these guys are running. These guys are running. They want to get the hell out of here. These guys totally square up and point their weapons this direction, but since they don't really have a line of sight on anybody, they're kind of waiting for Dante to show up and what they're looking for. As they totally are yelling inside of "Move your ass!" to get the valuable item that they're waiting for you to grab. I mean, obviously you must have been an inside person. So who's going next?
Hell, I can't take 3 people with my armor.
I'm like, who says you can't take 3 people in your armor? That's exactly what your armor's go out and.
Right? Okay, I am going to come out here and drop a stun grenade here. And aim for 2 extra stun, 2 extra.
Okay, and which one are you shooting the grenade at? Assuming the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got your 1 purple plus your black for their armor and a blue for your awesomeness. And just because you deserve some story points back, go ahead and take your shot when you're ready with your grenade. Damn! Okay, so all stun damage, right?
Right.
So the first guy that you totally hit with the grenade, that takes him out.
Okay.
Now, 4 advantages.
Blast.
Remember, Blast 3 does take 2 advantage.
Okay.
Disorient
So
3
yeah,
also takes 2 advantage if you want to do that.
let's see. I've got cast and 2 orient. That sounds good.
So it does 3 points of stun damage to the guys around him.
And then disorient to the both of them.
Yep.
You hear a boom right outside the door of the truck. And a thud.
Oh dear.
And it won't do anything, but I'll say on the ground now.
They
one
witnessed the
complied.
murder of their friends, but the one guy that got hit with the stun grenade totally got hit with the biostatic charge and went straight face first into the ground. As they both look at each other and look at that guy, and then yells, "Hurry your ass up in the truck and get what you can. If you can get some explosives, that would be great." And who's coming up last?
Oh, I guess that's me.
That's Darwin, right?
Yeah.
So before something interesting happens, what are you going to do?
Something interesting.
Something interesting is going to happen now that there's a giant smoking crater of an engine right here that's just billowing burnt plastic and chemical smell.
Sounds like I want to get out of the way of a potential door exploding.
Yeah.
Okay, so you totally, take a little bit of cover just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
I guess we don't want to capture those guys. I can't think of anything that I can do that I'm qualified for. I'm good.
Okay, so as soon as you take that half breath and you
Oh wait,
lean up against,
cover my ears.
cover
my
your ears defensively, immediately
Yes.
you get this flickering light inside the cargo container, little automated message you can't quite make out because someone shot the control panel where the voice would be talking from. So you're just hearing the static squelch, and then all of a sudden, the halon system starts dumping white powder at a ridiculous fast rate. And the room immediately is basically becoming fire resistant.
It's taking the oxygen out of the room.
Yep. So, anyone not in an environmental suit, which basically means everyone but Roland, give me a hard resilience check.
Any advantage for being by the door?
And any advantage for not being in the room?
Well, you don't have to worry about it. It's not bothering you. You see a white cloud poof out of the open door, and I will totally give Maestro a blue die if you'd like to roll first.
Sure.
Also, what about me for actually being in the truck? Does
Well,
that
you're not
add
getting fresh air from the outside. You're getting
You're
even
in an
less.
enclosed area where oxygen is
Oh.
quickly evacuating this room.
Oh, good. Well, I have a respirator, so
But you don't have it on yet.
Nice.
yeah, that'll just be a maneuver to throw that on.
And I flipped a dice, by the way.
What is it? A resilience?
Okay, so I've got your upgrade. If Maestro wants to roll his real quick.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, monstrous.
That's all he needed was to go cough, cough, and it's not a problem that he's covered in white poof. He literally has the whole front of his body covered in white.
He's used to me being covered in white powder.
Ooh, did you
Wow.
seriously give me all the story points?
Well, we'll see about that. I'm just doing
Okay.
it to do mine because after I it'll just be a maneuver to throw the thing on, but I need to get over the initial check
Yep.
first, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the odds are against you, like passing out and the first poof. I mean, it just makes things interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said resilience.
Resilience. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that one that everybody forgets about.
You know the con save that nobody puts points into.
Okay, there we go.
So you immediately start coughing. You take 2 strain, which is still better than what it would have been because it would have been 3 + 1 per threat, or failure. So you totally get all choked up for a second and you cough it out. Spit a loogie in the back of the truck that's full of white powder, and let's totally give you guys one back there. Yeah, we'll give you one back. Oh, as due to the previous stun grenade that was fired on these guys, the instant halon system sucking air out of there, they don't have time to react because yes, they also have a breathing mask on them, but they're not wearing it currently, and they just start coughing, and they were wavering on their feet with the stun grenade. Now they just both pile drive into the ground painfully. Not that anyone but Roland can really see that, because anyone in here, it is whiteout conditions right now. You have 2 black dice added to anything you do with the Winter Wonderland happening. Unless you have some cool optics that undo that, like Roland. So top of the order, who's going first?
Sounds like I'm going first.
Okay.
Okay, you go walking out, and white powder's shaking off your plates of your power armor suit. You see the little hint of blinking lights, the little infrared lights blinking. You totally have the idea that first responders may be notified. I mean, this is a classy, expensive joint.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the back of the truck.
Okay. You totally see the halon is landing and wafting down inside the truck.
Okay.
Snowing outside.
And say, hurry up, I'll carry you out.
Aww. Jump into my arms, princess. I will rescue you.
This
Okay.
is going to bring the heat down.
Who knew the halon system brought the heat?
All right. You know what would be helpful if you throw me a little assistance while I'm looking here.
Okay. I've got a light. Would that help?
As all of a sudden the power armor suit blasts all of its light for you.
Well, no, I asked before I put it on. I don't want to blind the guy. Unless I can do the perception check myself, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
What's your perception? do, or cunning? I'm just seeing like if we kind of look together.
Perception is 2 green.
So he can totally
Okay,
throw
so-
blue at you.
You can add a blue to me, and I already have a blue from the last time. So, if you want me to, like, I can find this thing. I just need a little boost in time.
If I throw the light on, would that be an additional blue?
No, that's basically the assist you're providing.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got your 2 blue and 2 purple. You do have 1 story point.
Yes, I'm using it. We gotta find this stupid thing.
I'm trying not to be a prick in using it. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm trying not to choke point you guys to death.
Yeah, so 2 blues, an upgrade. As a maneuver, I threw my respirator on.
Okay, so for your maneuver, you put on the mask and start breathing fresh air.
Yes, and then my action is going to be for trying to find this case.
Then we'll, of course,
you said it's ready?
Yep, everything's ready. There you go!
Yay!
So with the 4 success, you kind of realize where you've already looked, as eliminated spots. And with, the Power Armor Trooper lighting this thing up in infrared and regular light, you can kind of cut through the snowstorm that's now in here.
It was right at his feet.
As you totally... And I just want to throw this out for my own. Okay, doesn't make that much of a difference. I totally forgot to put the 2 black on there for you. But still, you have 3 successes and 4 advantages. As you realize, this is the case as you swipe off a handful of halon dust that's already starting to collect. And you see that this is the case that's got the 4 drives for your computer.
Okay, he was standing on it.
It was right behind me. All right, so I will be grabbing that.
Do you want to use 3 of those advantage to get an extra maneuver, so you don't have to take strain to jump out with it?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that. Okay, so while I'm there, I will I'll get that, and then I will occupy. I'll point out to Roland. I'll point out that other box of stuff.
Oh, the crate full of destructive grenades.
Be like that case full of death looks like it's right up your alley.
Oh, monofilament grenades? Don't mind if I do.
If you want to share.
Okay.
So I'll grab the hard drive. I'll use 3 to get like a maneuver to get going. But also, so with those 2 other advantage, can I don't know, find something else really cool in there?
Remember, you do only have 1 extra advantage because the black dice was 1 fail and 1 threat.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the step back for the whiteout conditions for your search.
Okay, so what I really had, so I have 4 advantage total.
Yep.
But it'll only take me 2 strain to do another maneuver. So.
No, an extra maneuver is 3 advantage.
Well, yeah, but I could spend 2 strain and then take 2 back if I really wanted to there. I think it's 3 is to give somebody else 1, isn't it?
No, well, I think it's 3 to take 1 or to give someone a free maneuver, because that includes yourself in the giving of the free maneuver as long as it's not past 2 maneuvers.
Okay, so I used 1. I got the case. I could spend 2 and then have all those advantages for something else. Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna. What I would like to do is let's see. I'll save. I'll use 3 of the advantage to find something else really cool that I can carry out.
Getting greedy. Getting
Okay.
greedy.
Just
Okay.
interested, see if there's something cool in there. And then I will I'll spend 2 strain to use my maneuver to leave.
Curiosity killed the cat.
So
But
the
its
one
advantage
thing that
is not
you find
that.
is this beautiful large crate that totally gets your attention because it's all big and says, military. It's marked with some of the Chinese corporations logos on it, and it's basically a large crate that has a disassembled heavy Gauss rifle inside it.
Jeez.
Wow.
Just
This
what
is
the
a
non-gun person needs.
Nice.
Yeah, for
ridiculous
real.
weapon. I
This
mean,
is
it
what?
punches. It's a ridiculous weapon. It punches holes through vehicles like this.
Okay.
It
Alright, well,
just to give you an idea, carrying the weapon in combat, configuration is cumbersome 5. Having it in a cargo box is cumbersome 6, because it's actually got 3 reloads in it.
is it possible to like drag it, or
I
how
mean,
much can you carry, bud?
I've got 5 extra encumbrance currently. Oh wait, I've used 2 grenades. 7.
So, can you handle this as well?
he could carry one or the other.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Because this is encumbrance 6 in the cargo container. So if he takes that, he can still walk around unencumbered, but he wouldn't be able to carry the crate of grenades. But you do have 2 friends that could help. I mean, if you totally want to drag this grenade crate out and be encumbered with it, you could totally just be slowly dragging it out until someone can take the other half of it. But now you have a choice.
Here's what I'll do is I'm just gonna like say over the comms to one of my palios here on one of their lines that there's a little present in the back in such and so box. I'm coming out now with the hard drives. I don't know if anybody needs such a thing. But anyway, so then I'll just tell them about it, and then I will. So I point out the grenades to Roland. I point out this other one to the other guys. I've got the case, and then I'll use my next maneuver to head toward the door.
Okay, and as you walk out into the whiteout conditions, it is difficult terrain, so you only get about half as far, by the way. And give me a coordination check.
Difficult terrain, eh? Well,
Difficult
actually,
terrain.
this reminds me of like a nighttime obstacle course I parkoured once, and I don't know. All right, so okay, so what do I need to do here?
Give me a coordination check as you jump out of the back of this vehicle in whiteout conditions. As the halon is landing still, because it just went off. It is complete white blindness when you step out of the back of this vehicle.
All right. I think. Wait, give me 1 second. I think I might have something that might help with this.
And while you're looking at that, I'm going to go run to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
Restroom's a good idea.
Okay, I'm back. I could hold it off no longer. I could hold it off no longer. I have returned. The very sound of a fire suppression system made me have to go.
All right, so let's see here. You said I need to make a coordination roll.
Yep, a coordination roll, because you're coming out in whiteout conditions. You're squinting your poor eyes.
All right, so all right, so I can get out of the trunk as an incidental, so that's a start. And now it's like pouring snow-ish stuff. So I make a coordination to see if I can get move out of the building.
As you land on the guy that's out cold.
Is this like just like stay on my feet or just?
This is to keep from tripping when you're in the whiteout conditions. The halon is spraying down. Because when halon goes off, it's very, very dangerous and disorienting.
Oh, okay, cool.
Plus the oxygen's like sucking out of the room.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I did slap the respirator on, so
okay.
I at least have that. All right, coordination. Oh, there it is. Okay. What's that mean?
So what that means is you make it to about right here, and then you fall on your ass. Clutching the case, you kind of, take a misstep, and you totally just fall prone on the ground. Because, the combination of the slippery powder and, like, if you've ever tried walking on any dry powder on the floor, that shit is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a good half-inch coating on everything in this building. But at least it ain't burning. Okay, so he comes out and he biffs right onto the ground in front of you, Roland.
So here's a question. It says spend 2 to grant additional maneuver.
You're getting this as a freebie roll that's not costing you a skill, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
No, you've already taken 2 maneuvers. You can't take any more.
Okay, so can I pick him up and the crate up and get out?
If you're grabbing the crate, you can grab the grenades and him, but you can't grab the Gauss rifle and him unless you want to be encumbered.
Well, if I'm encumbered, it's what, half movement?
Yeah, it's basically half movement.
Half movement still gets me out the door, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you could do it.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, but remember, you still need to get into the truck because it's not like you push the stuff out. You have to get into the truck.
Oh,
So it's one maneuver
Yeah.
to get in here and grab the item, and then come back out would be your next another maneuver.
no. We just want to get out. I'm grabbing him and the grenades, and we're getting out of here.
Okay. So you guys are dragging them back out there. Now, what is your plan to escape? As Dante's like, but there's a heavy Gauss rifle back there.
I was
We have our
just,
vehicle, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
That one or something like that.
I do believe it was that one.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to drive.
As you know, the three of you come on out of the cargo container covered in white floof. There's still a small fog cloud coming out with the halon. These guys, nobody, actually stopped them, so they just kept running.
Yeah.
This
No
thing
reason
is
to deal with them.
This thing's a horrible wreck. These three guys suffocate while you guys are walking to your car and die. And these bodies are covered with a large amount of white floof. So you
Yeah,
guys,
I think the cleanup and the authorities is their problem. We're
so
gonna
you
just
guys,
get out of here.
you guys pop into the vehicle.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm sure there's enough evidence there to get them in trouble, so we don't need to be here.
Okay, so as there's emergency medical vehicles coming, there's some first responder vehicles coming. I'm assuming that Dante's gonna try to drive casual, right?
Oh yeah, super
So,
casual. Had nothing to do with this.
what skill are you using for that? Deception or driving? I'll let you choose.
I'll yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna like do it with my driving. Like try to get out of the situation by making, like the right maneuvers at the right times. Other than instead of just trying to bluff it through.
Okay. As you know, there's little warning beacons popping up saying, hey, drivers, please wait for emergency vehicles to take right of way. There's little firefighting drones starting to fly your direction towards this area to check it out, and they're totally scanning through the lowered gate. And totally, there's one drone poking the button to open the gate, and it's not opening. And the drone is getting very frustrated at this. Someone apparently hacked their system. And give me your driving roll for your getaway.
Okay.
As half the crew is brushing halon powder out of your hair before you get seen by anybody. Nobody wants to be seen as the coke addicts that are leaving a fire.
All right, so you flipped against me, right?
I did. It's
All
a
right.
chaotic situation. Lots of things are happening. I mean,
All
we
right,
could have a
pilot.
fender bender on the way out.
True.
No, we couldn't.
Oh, hang on one second. Let me check. Do I have the hoppers? I'm just looking for the hoppers vehicle sheet if I have that or not. Oh, okay. Actually, I do have it just in case. Okay. All right. Lovely. All right. So now I make that piloting roll. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh, come on.
As you're getting ready to leave, you do have a slight fender bender with
Oh.
other people that are leaving in a hurry.
Sorry, hold up. It didn't. One thing, I was supposed to have a blue on there. It didn't pop up
Why are you supposed to have a blue on there?
because of shortcut. It's like in escape, getaway kind of thing.
So go ahead and roll a blue dice and cross your fingers.
Oh no, I thought I had it on there. Blue. Here's hoping.
See, now the best part is,
Ooh.
Wow.
so you end up with 1 advantage, no success on your piloting roll.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful catch-22 that you failed the roll either way. You just didn't fail it as bad. But what would you like for the advantage on that?
I just kind of think maybe you whatever you have in mind to go wrong is just a little less bad.
So, totally, you basically on the way out, you get out, but you do have a fender bender that just roll a crit on your vehicle is all you got to do is you fender bendered somebody.
Aw, shucks.
And on your way out, there's the security checkpoint that you came in, and you totally bluffed earlier about that. And the security guy totally comes out of his little kiosk and kind of gives you guys a look-see. Is there anything you say or do to get past him? I mean, what do you do as you pull up? I mean, especially you, who has tons of powder everywhere on him.
Okay, so
You did tell them we were going to a rave. Right?
Cocaine.
all right, so
You look like Homie the Clown with his cocaine.
I just want to put on my most winning, charming persona here, and I just want to basically I don't know how exactly I want to say this, but I kind of want to be like, man, we have been through some stuff today. Thank goodness, good to see a friendly, familiar face. We just got to get out, be on our way. Just so you know, there's all kinds of shenanigans back there. Some building had some accident happen. It's spewing this white crap all over everywhere.
Okay,
But,
so go ahead.
we just gotta, man, help me out here. It's been a day. I gotta get home and get in some sleep.
Go ahead and make your roll. It says you're going to totally get a blue dice, by the way, because he's busy dealing with the incoming first response stuff. So he's listening to you. He's taking in what you're saying. I mean, he's nobody's fool, but
Yeah, I'm going just for pure sweet talk here.
Okay, so go for it.
Oh, they're listed separately here. That's why. Okay.
You made me wait.
Okay. Sorry. Couldn't find it.
Now things just got dangerous.
Darn it. Alright, well, anyway, same deal. But seriously.
As immediately he looks at you covered in the white powder, and then he looks that you have, another compatriot covered in white powder, and a large crate that clearly says U.S. military property filament grenades sitting in the back seat. And he proceeds to pull his little...
Well, we're actually in a van.
What's that?
Yeah. We're actually in the van, in what's his name's van now, aren't we?
But he can see the crates through his convenient shot there, and he pulls out his little stun blaster and he's like, "Turn off the engine, get out of the vehicle."
I will show him my.
So you're opening the side door, showing him there's a guy in power armor inside the van?
No. I am going to send Maestro the special use permit.
That's not something you can send. That's strictly a you thing. That's...
Oh, okay.
You can't forward someone your hunting license. It's strictly a permit for you to use military grade weapons. You can totally do it if you want to open the door and identify yourself.
Oh, right. That
I
would require
mean,
me to identify myself, wouldn't it?
you could totally pop the seal on your helmet and give him your access ID, and he'll immediately say, "Oh, you have access to legally using this stuff," and that could totally explain it. But that would require you to identify yourself and you were here at this time.
Yeah. I'd rather not do that.
I mean, you could always pay it forward to get out now and pay for it later. Or, we could try to have, someone hack the gate or our driver to just say fuck it and fly out.
That's actually kind of what I was thinking. Okay,
Once
now
you can jump out of the
with
vehicle.
those, if I had those two advantage, could I just be like, okay, I see this is not going anywhere, and so I just gun it?
I will let you try to do that.
Unless anybody else has any bright ideas, this day has been long enough.
This day has gone to shit in so many ways. And
Yeah,
that was just when you walked into your office.
right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would like to try to just peel out.
Okay. And oh, look at you flipping one of those quick. I like that. Okay, go ahead and take your driving skill there. As he will totally like pop off a shot as soon as you guys, start taking off. Not that I
Yeah,
think he'll have time to really get you, but
yeah, I'm like ducking down.
go ahead and make your roll.
I suck. Keep winding up on the wrong page. There we go. Piloting. There it is.
I like how you can hear me stacking the deck there. Okay, so you in the nick of time fly up over the gate and kind of like scrapes, the barbed wire on the fence line there, and the anti-intrusion devices just don't go off in time because they did have some security measures, but you managed to just move out of the way. What's with the second?
My blue didn't pop up there again for some reason.
Well, this wouldn't help you with shortcut because this is driving out of their facility. There's no real shortcut.
Oh, okay. This isn't exact. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is you getting out before they ground your vehicle using their defenses here.
Gotcha.
Because they do have methods of taking hoppers out, which would be no problem.
Kind of figured they would, but.
But you managed to get out just in time, and you go ripping out of there, and he like turns over to some first responders, and he's like, "Go get those guys!" But you get a clear advantage of with your 3 successes. Where are you heading?
Hopefully there's a. Well, it depends on if there's pursuit or not.
Well, that's kind of what I'm asking is where are you heading? Anywhere in general? Are you heading to cover? Pulling into the next nearest garage?
Well,
I mean, you're the one that hit the gas and flew the hell out of there. Where are you going?
Yep.
Yeah, basically, I want to. Hopefully, there's a place nearby that's like one of those kind of neighborhoods where it's just kind of easy to get lost. I kind of just want to get to a quiet little hidey hole where you can just pull in and sit for a few minutes,
Unfortunately, you are in the industrial warehouse good neighborhood, so that could be difficult. I will give you a blue dice since you have shortcuts. Give me a vigilance, or I'll take even drive. And I'm already giving you the blue for your shortcut.
Alright, I'll take that too.
Now you're just getting greedy.
I just want to get us out of this.
Go for it.
I want to get us out of this alive.
Why did I get greedy with a crate of grenades?
Oh, you're kidding me.
So what would you like for the 5 advantage?
Wow.
And I totally, by the way, I'm going to let you know, Maestro in the meantime has opened the case, and yes, these are the 4 drives you're looking for.
Okay.
You totally get the very specific ping of Keras's hard drive. One of them, which you realize is very, very powerful. It's more like a router than a drive, but it's super duper powerful. You've never had a chance to play with it or pick under the hood. It's like military grade systems.
Sweet.
So what would Dante want with those 5 advantages?
Oh boy.
Even though I think he had an extra blue dice that apparently this time rolled.
Weird.
I think you may have still had a blue dice highlighted on your dice pool.
Yeah, it's just strange it showed up that time, but none of the other ones. Okie doke. So, anybody have any suggestions?
Because you obviously have not eluded pursuit, but something good happens. I mean, did you
gain
distance? Have a vehicle to trade out or something like that? I mean, 3 advantage, you may have had a stashed vehicle, or at least something to help your situation.
Or we get considerable distance.
Get out of the district before the district tightens down. You're extra maneuverable. You tell me what would you like?
I just want to give
you haven't eluded law enforcement solo.
Can we have them spend extra time with the trucks and everything back where we left?
Well, this is in regards to his getaway driving.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to totally drive casual and get to a hiding spot where you guys can, cool off and let the cops do their thing, like in Grand Theft Auto, lose a couple stars. But unfortunately that failed, but something else advantageous happened, you guys. I mean, did you pull into a chop shop that you know of? That will totally bring the heat to that chop shop, but it will buy you some time.
So here's what I was thinking. What if, in the course of pursuit, we get a fair distance away, and we're able to get to basically unable to get out of the hot zone, but we just as we're kind of getting in, the pursuit's closing. There is just the pursuit. Maybe they figured out where we went, but they got involved in a huge, horrible traffic collision of their own.
So you're saying your bad driving caused a traffic accident that allowed you to get ahead of them?
Pretty much. Well, yeah, I guess so. There's a big, nasty car accident that they get caught up in.
Okay.
Right, that you caused.
Do me a favor and roll another critical for the vehicle, by the way.
Is that anyway? Sorry. Okay, so vehicle sheet.
Yep.
I'm rolling a critical for. Is it the D?
Well,
it's not the vehicle.
Just use your sheet. That'll totally work. Just remember, it's the van, not your car.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's what I totally do on my character sheets for my NPCs. And it should be +10 because it should be the second crit you now have. I like how this thing's, taking damage after damage. It's great. It's a great escape.
Well, I didn't actually roll it earlier because I'm not sure. It's not the. Well, anyway.
Just pull up the vehicle sheet and hit critical. It's okay. It's not your car. It's the Mech Warrior's car.
I'm just
Don't be so precious.
It's not my car.
You can't. Yeah, it's your van.
Yeah, it's your van that you drove up.
Oh, damn.
Now all of a sudden he's a little more, so your Navi is totally knocked out. Now click it one more time for the second collision from the traffic accident. So basically, yes, Scott, they have burned your car, and that you probably should just park the car, coat it in gasoline, and let it burn. So
How can I make this untraceable back to me?
no, this is totally traceable back to you.
So, all right. So this is like that collision that they get caught up in or something.
Yep, the second one is you cause a fender bender, which then turns into like a 15 hopper pileup. And
Okay.
basically, this van now provides 0 protection inside it. Any damage it takes will be very, very detrimental.
Okay, but that was enough to like delay pursuit long enough for us to get away, I
for
guess.
burning all those advantages, you managed to avoid the cops because the cops were good people and stopped to help people instead of follow you.
Oh yeah, I meant to do that, guys. For real, that was some surprise.
So where is it you guys
Right.
go? I mean, you've got a van. There's a power armor trooper in the back of the van. There's a crate of grenades in the van. The van is really, really sluggish to response now.
And easily distinguished.
Well, sort of. I mean, it looks like a junker, like any other junker van, but no.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So what is your
We go
guys'
to
plan? You
secondary
can
stash
totally head
house.
back to your base. I mean,
Yeah, but that's kind of tore up right now, so.
Yeah, it's basically a crater.
Thanks to certain people.
By the
somebody's
way,
still getting the blame for that.
I'm adding this to your bill.
No. Part of your operation there, buddy. We're going. Go
you
to
should be insured for this sort of thing.
go park somewhere down from the tailor, and we'll go hang out at the tailor for a bit. He owes us a favor or two.
Does he
Sure.
though?
We'll walk there and hang and stash out there for a minute.
As the tailor will totally not allow someone in power armor into his shop. By the way, I just want to totally throw that out there. But remember, in your van, you do have the harness to pop out of your power armor. If you want to leave your power armor in the van.
In the van that we're going to be leaving? No.
Okay. So you guys get to one of the lily pads at the tailor's, place, and you guys pile out of the van. Finally, the last of the halon powder has been brushed off, y'all. It's totally in the back of Maestro's hair. Just nobody's told him.
Well, he's got the hoodie. How?
So you guys are gonna walk up to his shop, and he immediately sees you guys, and he blows kisses at you guys. And, my friends, it's great to see you. And he just stares at the power armor guy behind you.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "You're not bringing trouble to my door, are you?"
No, just come and say hi and lay low for a minute.
I don't think we can let him in the shop. He's too big.
He's family.
He's gonna do a security sweep for you.
Is someone
Yeah,
gonna try to sweet talk him into this?
Here's what I'm gonna say. Hey, well, he's just some guy we kind of like grabbed along. You see, obviously, his sense of fashion is really wanting. He was looking for a place to, get a nice change out for that.
Okay, so I'm giving you a free upgrade in a blue because you're dealing with him and he really likes you guys. And give me a coercion or charm there.
Charm. Okay, there we go. And you got everything in there and open. Seriously.
Wow. So immediately you're like, we
Rocking
barely
it.
know this guy. Can you let the power armor trooper in? And he's like, you barely know this guy, and he does the Z snap. If you barely know for him and you won't vouch for him, he is not in my shop. And you totally get head wobble. You could hear the head wobble. And immediately his one assistant, android totally comes over and suggests if the power armor trooper would like to hide out, he could use the underground parking storage booth, and basically points to the lift that goes down to the basement where there, you guys knew before that there's nice discreet parking down under on sub level 3, 4, and 5.
There you go.
That
If you're willing to
sounds
trade
good.
3 advantage for that.
That will work.
As he's like, now if you, where's your friend? And he kind of like looks around you guys, waiting to see your friend behind you. He's like, I knew you'd all be back eventually to get measured, but where's your darling friend? She was the best mechanic, and he slaps his mechanical assistant in the back, saying, my friend here is beautifully operated ever since she helped repair him.
That's a
Yeah.
long story. We don't have time for it right now.
Well, if you would like, I have a private storage unit, and he goes over and pulls out his little data card. It's basically like a little key fob, and he totally goes up and hands it over to Maestro and says, you use that to open the privacy block so you can use the storage area as private. Just make sure not to mess with any of the storage units of fabric. They're all very pristine and rare finds from across the globe. And they
Would
kind of,
never think of it.
thank you very much. And he just, gives you the two-hand handshake and gives you the fob, and he just walks away and kind of shakes his head saying, power armor suit in my shop? Do you know how that would stain the ceiling and the floors? Ugh! Ugh! Stains! Could never wash that out. And all of a sudden you slightly hear the, what is this white powder? And you hear the, nope, it's not that. So you guys go and you hide out in the lift.
Yeah.
Now, quick question: are you taking everything out of the vehicle?
Well, I'm keeping a hold of, the hard drives.
Do we
And
want to leave
I don't
the
think-
grenades?
I thought we were abandoning this whole thing.
Just
I mean,
temporarily laying low.
Up
It's
on
not
the lily
necessarily
pad, the
abandoned.
cops will eventually find it. I mean, eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just asking if you're taking the grenades in an elevator. Awkward elevator moment if someone walks in, dude in power armor holding a crate full of grenades. I'll take the next one.
They're just props.
I mean, he's got a permit.
I mean, in an open carry state, it's not bad, but in a non-open carry state,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yes,
I don't know. I'm
New
not
Angeles
carrying
is
him,
an
so
open carry
that's up
state.
to whether or not he's carrying them or not.
So, how long are you guys hiding out there? I mean, food and drink is miraculously dropped off for you guys with a ting 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 on the storage unit's doors. So you could hide out for a week there, and that would be no problem.
Actually,
Well, but then wouldn't Scott have to spend a week in the garage?
He can
So-
totally come out of his power armor anytime he wants.
once we get the hard drives, what was the next step? I'm sure Dante, the character, knows, but Evan, the player, doesn't remember what we're supposed to do at that point.
Well, traditionally, now that you've got the hard drives back, you should be able to get back into touch with Keras herself if you go back to your base and basically slot these hard drive boxes back in the console that they're used for. I mean, thankfully Maestro earlier fixed up the system so it works. There's still that annoying jamming device somewhere in there that you guys didn't find.
I can't use the router device and my network to reach out.
Not
Coded?
with the you can try. It's very, very difficult. I mean, these things are supposed to be running on a big Cray supercomputer, which, by the way, is totally a desk-sized computer in the future. I mean, you can totally try to use your gear to like jury rig a connection up to try to make a connection, but it is dangerous and it is difficult.
Okay.
Or you could spend a couple million credits and buying some computer supplies and rebuild the whole computer system.
No, we're not gonna rebuild in the tailor shop.
Okay, well,
we could. Then we just become the whatchamacallits, being in a fancy tailor shop.
The Kingsman?
Yeah.
Headquarters in the basement of the best suit shop in London. So, I mean, do you want to try to use the drives to contact her?
No.
Here's what I was thinking. I mean, like we kind of ditched the van. We just gotta kind of get ourselves kind of cleaned up a bit before, and then we can just go leave it. Like I didn't have any attachment to that guy's van, so.
That's literally what he's saying the next day in the cargo container. I had no attachment to that van.
So
is
I
it
just
like
didn't try to.
Wait. Okay, so actually, let's go back a step here. Is it like the company's van?
It is a privately owned van that the company gave you as a loaner. I mean, it's totally gonna get back to you eventually. I mean, maybe this is why you need a job.
I'm just wondering if we can drop it off at a company shop and not have to worry about it.
No, unfortunately, they don't have anything like that set up.
Okay.
They were giving you something that you could drive around with your power armor in the back of it and be in plain clothes in case you needed to.
But now you have something for the suggestion box.
We need a hot drop chop shop to get the cars cleaned up. And they're
no. The problem is that the company does not have many resources in the city. That's why I had to get flown in halfway around the world.
Mm-hmm. People take offense to them here.
Problem to me.
Well, so anyway, what I'm doing is once we get down there, I'm cleaning up so it doesn't look like I got Halon dumped on me. And then basically, like once I'm cleaned up, and if anybody else needs to do so as well, I say we at this point just either take a cab or take our own vehicle back to the office and do stuff there.
Where is your vehicle? Back
Probably
at the
back
office?
at the office.
Back at the garage,
yeah. So we might just need to like hop a cab back there or something.
You can totally hire a Johnny Cab.
So I just think we get cleaned up and head back and plug in, and take return the stuff.
Yeah, but you don't think they don't know who, where, when, and might show up?
I mean, the fact that the location's been compromised once already?
It's a good point. But where else?
That was why I was like, lay low, let it give a chance to cool off, and if they do show up, we're still not there, and then it gets forgotten.
Forget about it.
Boy, it'd be nice if we could.
Oh wait, I do want to check in because that otherwise they'll think I'd be gone for a week.
That would be appropriate if we disappear for a week.
So how long are you guys?
I've got employers.
So how long are you guys keeping under the radar? And that includes you, Scott. How long until you go to check in?
I'm going to check in almost immediately and ask
Yeah,
what they want me to do.
I'm saying a week for us.
Okay, so you guys are basically, laying low and.
But I'm not going to tell them where I am.
Well, you know, with your company, if you check in, they know where you're calling them from.
Oh,
Are we spending the entire week at the Taylors?
I am not spending the week here. I'm gonna yeah. I'm going to we can lay low in a nicer place than this. I am.
Thank you.
Dante's like, I'm gonna get seduced by him if we stay longer. We're
It's
only
a very
staying
nice
overnight.
place. I mean, we can always go see our Chrome buddies.
So you guys, you guys are all debating what you're gonna do, as your new friend Roland goes to contact his employers, and basically you get the usual automated response saying, what's your condition, what's your equipment's condition, what is the condition of the vehicle, question mark, and then that's followed up by a police bolo, which shows the vehicle seen fleeing the scene, as well as a few other vehicle infractions that happen, including causing a major pileup on a dash cam. Clearly sees the VIN number on the vehicle on the back, the little barcode, causing an accident.
Reported stolen.
As
Yeah.
totally follows up with, after the first 8 hours, the cops totally picked up the vehicle on the pad, and here's the impound yard it is currently at, and they ask you, is the vehicle recoverable, question mark.
Kind of. Is it worth rebuilding, or is it worth reporting stolen?
You understand the concept is it's a Y or N response, and the concept is, are you able to break in and get the vehicle before they get more information off the vehicle?
We gotta build it, make it better, stronger, faster.
As your slow response to a yes or no follows up with a temporary suspension of pay notice for 30 days.
Ooh.
Along with authorization revoked for 30 days due to review. Basically, it's like when a cop gets suspended. You're still getting your paycheck, but you're basically told to just lay low for a month.
Okay.
And do you ever answer their questions? Not responding to the questions would be even worse.
Right. Yeah, I'll respond to the questions properly.
So is the vehicle recoverable? That's totally up to you. Is your character gonna go get the vehicle out of the police yard by whatever means possible?
So, well, no, because we ditched it.
So that's a firm no.
Okay. Well, okay, let me think here.
It's totally a Y or an N answer.
I know.
It's only going to make things worse if we try to break in and get it back. That was only going to make this.
Remember, Scott, Roland is doing this privately without them over his shoulder, so it's up to you what you say.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting cleaned up and I'm getting ready.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. It's not worth breaking into a police office.
You can get it back legally. You have the registration.
You just have to admit you committed the crime.
What happened?
Yeah,
unless
that's true.
I report it stolen.
As you're communicating on the bottom of the web screen, it's showing the 16-car pileup.
Unless I report it stolen. And that would it work if I reported it stolen?
You could try to report it stolen. I mean, they totally have not your face on camera driving the vehicle. I mean, you guys
Good
did.
save,
Time.
You did
Time's
check in at
ticking.
the security kiosk. I mean,
Do.
do you,
Okay, not that.
as you pull up the automated "My car has been stolen" app, which the police department would not waste a real person to answer your phone call. When was your vehicle stolen?
When did he originally first? Oh yeah, when I went into Keras.
And it asks for your vehicle information, which, by the way, it's not your actual vehicle. It's owned by some third party that they bought it for and never transferred the title.
It's a
Right,
lease
I'll put
vehicle.
it under that third party.
Bob Schmab. This is Bob Schmab reporting my car stolen.
It's probably a dealer lease vehicle. That's what most do.
So what else is in that Keras building that I know? Oh, the gambling shop. I was just visiting in the city. I
The
went to
pachinko.
this gambling shop, parked my car. I thought it would be okay for a while, and then several hours later, because I was in the casino, I saw it gone.
You're in the casino making a killing.
As
Oh
you
no,
get the
no, no!
little,
I got wiped out.
you
Oh.
get the little automated AI message saying that report drones will be on site at that location in 12 hours. Please be available to them to provide any statements for legal transcripts.
Okay.
Security footage will be reviewed and more information to follow. And it gives you this big, long printout plastic sheet with your claim number for insurance purposes.
Right. Okay,
And then,
so I am going to need a place to stash my power armor and all of this military stuff that's secure.
well, currently you do have a secure, cargo container basically in an underground parking lot that you guys have access to. And do you tell the crew that, by the way, security drones are going to be checking out the parking facility where there's a smashed drone and big giant hole right into your facility?
Yeah.
So what do you guys do?
Obviously, the people who did whatever they did to this other place stole a van and went out there.
Maybe they can find the suppressor and get rid of it for us.
Do any of you have police contacts so that way we know who actually was in that old storage facility?
Actually,
We
yes.
have an idea, and we have an idea who actually did this originally?
I thought we already asked him about it, though, before we went to the garage.
Yeah, but now there's a whole lot of more people and vehicles and stuff.
I mean, you might be able to get more information out of him, but at the moment you guys are sitting there, eating instant noodles with lights turned on in the cargo container, sitting amongst, spools and spools of fabric.
No, we're not touching any of the fabric.
You're not using the spools as stools?
No, we're not touching any of the fabric.
Yeah, good.
And what is your plan as we're about to fade to dark?
Eventually, we do have to contact Keras.
Yeah, but how long are we going to twiddle our thumbs?
And I will totally tell you that Maestro knows for a fact that if the police drones go to the parking garage, they'll probably notice the hole, which goes into your secret hideout, which has some pretty good technology in it, which is probably not legal.
So,
Or if it
So
is legal,
basically,
Keras would have to explain it for you guys.
So maybe we should see if our
so staff
officer.
just called all these people to go investigate that, essentially.
They'll see a giant hole and they'll totally check out to see what the exploded hole is all about. And then
But
there's
could
a
we
off the grid room that nobody knows about.
Well, I'm sure we can get that fixed like really quick overnight by somebody.
could we call my contact in the police and have the investigation maybe diverted or
You could totally have the drone put on hiatus to delay the case. That's no problem. I mean, you can call them up and say, "Hey, there's a drone coming for a stolen vehicle. Can you pause that case's queue for 48 hours?" Because pretty
yes, I
much
would
it's
like
going to all be automated. You know, there's no actual people involved. So you could probably call your friend and ask for a solid of, "Can you just delay this investigation just a smidgen?"
yes, I would like to do that. I would like to call up Officer Estrada and
He's totally
I'll
glad to hear from you guys. You know, totally does the whole you guys, been keeping your nose clean, right?
always mostly.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I mean, we have been keeping our nose clean. However, there is a stolen vehicle case that if you could just pause for 48 to 72 hours and give us a chance to clean up, as it were.
He totally, says, "Give me the case number," and he's like, "Oh, stolen van. That sounds way below your guys' pay grade. That's kind of benign for what I thought you might be calling me about."
It's been a slow week.
And he's
Don't do any research into that van.
Yeah.
Just say delay indefinitely.
And
Yeah.
he's totally like, "Okay, I've paused it in the queue. The automated system will reactivate it in 48 hours or so. But okay, I've got it delayed for you,
Thanks. I owe you one.
and I know better than to ask any more questions."
That's why we're friends.
Okay, so basically, you guys are gonna sweat how to go clean up the mess at your base.
Well, no, how about if I use my underground contacts to find somebody who could do an express wall repair?
I'm pretty sure you could find the right folks that would totally go there with the right equipment in less than 24 hours or less and spray some new spraycrete over there and fill in the hole and basically clean it up. And are you willing to owe a favor for that?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely mark that you totally owe a favor with your contacts.
Okay. I will make a note.
And no questions asked.
I mean, that's kind of the community we live in.
Okay, so as you guys are hiding out, the cleanup is happening, you guys have the 4 drives, which are totally itchy fingers to use, and that's as you guys eat some instant noodles in your hideout. Is a good place to wrap it up there.
Sweet.
As now
That was a fun
you've
mess.
inherited a power armor trooper into the group.
For a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking just for sake of reference, while personally Dante doesn't want to sit in storage container with you guys for a month, I'm thinking it would, why don't we just kind of go back to our daily lives on the civilian side of things, like our normal things, and we can reconvene.
Really, dude, you can't go without a piece from your girl for a while. Really?
Hey,
Good
what
Lord.
I do needs to be done in person. That little low jack thing doesn't get me very far.
And on top of it, he's like, hey guys, as real criminals, we should separate from each other in case one of us gets caught.
That too.
Well, in 48 hours, I have to go in front of the casino, and I need to find a good place to stash the power armor.
Okay.
You can leave it down here.
Yeah, just leave it here and go
Okay.
get a Airbnb or something.
You come back and the power armor suit will have a really nice paint job.
Oh, wait. I need you guys to certify that we actually got Keras back.
We haven't.
We got the hard drives.
So
We
the
need
case isn't closed yet.
No, we need a viable system to do that, which is in our facility.
I mean, you could always break into one of the high-tech companies, too, and use their system. That should be totally easy to do.
Sure, yeah.
But
I mean,
Hook
could
it
we?
up to somebody else's system. Yeah, okay.
Couldn't we contact them from one of the safe houses?
Well, to contact her on her secure network, you'd have to plug in the drives to use the drives to contact her.
Oh, right.
She uses extreme security to be unfindable.
Oh,
Or
Maestro can handle
there
it.
could be something funky about that Maestro is having a sneaking suspicion.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, we still haven't actually found Keras. We just found these hard drives.
Yep.
We need to find Keras.
Because your contract has not been completed.
We can't wait a month. We need to find Keras.
Worried about your bonus?
See how things have changed.
Well, is Keras a real person or is it a system?
Oh, look at Maestro asking the big question. Why don't you give me a PsyOps roll there? Especially since you were looking at the drive.
Well, drive, I've interacted multiple times. I mean, I would probably eventually get a feel for what and who we're actually.
Uh-huh. No, that's totally a thing. You've interfaced with her digitally before.
Oh. So you want a net or a PsyOp? Which one?
It's gonna be net. Oh no, go for the PsyOp.
PsyOp. Alright. We can do that.
I already clicked, by the way.
Oh. Fine.
Here, let me totally give you that back. I mean, that is the big reveal, isn't it?
It is. Alright, we ready?
Yep.
Wow.
So, for your 3 advantages, I have a really good thing to tell you.
3, 4.
Well,
But 3 of them, yes. Sure.
So you failed to notice anything too hinky because you're total hacker extreme. If you were at the level she is, you would probably be just as paranoid because she's got a lot of info on people that could easily get somebody gutted on a street corner. But for 3 of your advantages, the way the net works, there's the old net that got shut down. They totally stole it from Cyberpunk. The old internet got shut down a long time ago, and then there's a new net. Now, as a hacker extraordinaire, the old net still exists. It is slightly terrifying because there are digital AIs that exist in that shit that basically, there's a reason why most people never go into that net, because there's these artificial intelligence rogue AIs that basically fry people's brains or just take over their bodies.
Right.
And for 3 advantages, that the IP addresses on these drives connects you directly to the darknet. So she is like balls to the walls hacker that she basically, you need 2 of these drives to connect to the darknet safely to her domain. So she's either a really amazing hacker, or someone gave her access to something, Or something else, which you don't
Yeah.
quite put the pieces together with those 3 failures.
Mm-hmm.
But you basically know that you need at least 2 of these drives to contact her.
Okay.
It's okay. I still believe in you, Maestro.
I mean, you could totally try connecting the better of the 4 drives to yourself, and try to dive into the dark net with just that. But you are seriously putting all your wetware on the line when you do that.
Right.
We're talking it's a buku bad roll, and if anything happens, we're talking direct consequence to you.
Right. So
It's far better to
is
plug it into
there?
a machine and run it that way.
Yeah. Is there like a possibility of sending out to the journal web like a article or like story made up, but that coded that if Keras is out there watching anything, would be able basically to identify and cipher and know that we're still here and
That you're fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me another PsyOps roll. As you basically go to the blog sites and you totally drop a dead drop message to her.
Yeah, just like a random, like anybody can read it. It looks like some kind of,
Sounds like gibberish. The Falcon soars at midnight. Somebody will totally think it's like a game on the web.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. I flipped it if you didn't see it.
Yep, I got it in there for you.
All right. Look at that shit. Well, shit.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Told you I believed in you.
So you totally send a message that if she is out there, she will get the message. So what does the message entitle?
It's basically saying, coded in a way, hardware recovered, laying low, or heat's on, laying low, something kind of in there.
And I will totally use for the 3 threat that if anyone is aware of Keras, they're aware of you now. Not you specifically where you are, but that you're out there. And what would you like for your triumph? I mean, it could be someone good, it could be someone bad, but they see that message and they're like, oh, Keras.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. Maybe somebody happens to catch something
helpful.
that's a friend that maybe reaches out to provide some assistance or direction.
Okay, so for your triumph on the message board, you do get a positive response that basically, you get this vague message that says a friend of Keras is a friend of ours, and it's a little hacker consortium. You totally recognize their splash mark as one of the fights the good fight, fights the corporations hacker groups.
Okay.
They totally work with the disenfranchised all the time. I'm sorry, did your food truck get dropped off at a poor neighborhood to help the hungry? Sorry, not sorry.
Nice.
Eat the rich, one credit at a time.
Right.
And their contact will be the source of your next mission.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, so we'll definitely say that's a good place to wrap it up there then.
Well, can we skip ahead and just say that I did the police thing, or we can't do that?
No, we can totally say you do the police thing and you report, even though your ID doesn't match the name on the vehicle's registration. I'm sure you find some quick way of getting around that.
Well, I thought the ID I could show them would match the registration.
Well, the vehicle
The company didn't give me the ID along with the registration?
Nope. This is just someone's vehicle that they bought, and they kept in the old registration without transferring it over. This is why you always sell vehicles and you go to the DMV directly. But you totally take care of reporting the vehicle is stolen. Because of that, the auto drone does let you know here's some pictures of people driving the vehicle. Do you recognize any of them?
Nope.
Okay, so you totally tell the computer drone that you don't recognize Dante driving the van.
Good thing
Well,
I'm
is it really that clear of a
unrecognized.
picture though? Because he has unidentifiable or whatever it is, like I do.
It adds a black dice to the
Yeah,
APB that's going out.
Actually, it adds a one failure to it.
Okay, well we can worry about that.
Not just a black, but a failure. Yeah.
Yeah, unremarkable. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, as long as you say you don't know him, they're like, thank you very much. He was seen driving the vehicle on this date and this date, and we will follow up ourselves. Go to traffic cams and the security system at the storage location. If you talk to the
Okay,
security
so
guy,
when
you're
do
on.
I get my van back?
After the investigation is completed, you will be advised that you can pick up your van.
Okay.
Please be advised it has suffered severe damage.
It has.
And I will totally have
Why
to
do I
put
get the feeling that all of this is going to cause more harm than the other way around?
Dante now has a bolo out for his face for car theft
Yeah.
and causing a 16 car pileup and hopping out of a secure location.
Yeah. It's not going to go good
Well-
for points against your license.
Well,
You now only have 3
as
points.
for if we're kind of like in the laying low phase of things right now, Dante's gonna lay low back like in his normal life kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dante has a
People
certain
notice if
lifestyle that he has to maintain.
Banging
People
his
will
chickies.
notice me if I'm gone for a month. And this thing is really small and cramped, and you guys don't all have the best hygiene, so
Wow. I don't
So
know what
the
you're talking
important
about.
question
I'm very
is,
clean.
if you are splitting up, who is taking the drives with you? Or are you splitting them
I
up?
will maintain the drives.
Okay, well, wait. I still need to find Keras.
Yep, you have not completed your job yet.
So
That-
go with Maestro.
That's part of what we got coming up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Maestro.
You're going to find out Maestro's living habits. Okay, so that then is a good place to wrap it up there.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alright.
See you later, guys.
Whoa.
That's some weird
Experience?
stuff.
Oh, you want experience.
Well, I mean, if
So,
there's any
yep,
to be had, yes.
There is experience. You definitely get 15 experience.
Ooh,
You
15.
totally would have gotten 20 if you would have plugged the hard drives. Into something. But you have 15 experience for this mad dash caper you've been on.
Nice. Thank you.
Awesome.
And Dante's
Alrighty.
like, motherfucker, the cops have my face. I stole a
Hey,
car. That's going to be on my...
I wasn't the one that failed, like, what, 4 rolls in a row?
At least,
Wow. And he's quick
at
to point
least
it
he
out.
did not jump. He did not jump out of the vehicle. At least.
This is true.
Yeah.
But
He showed
stayed in
remarkable
chairs.
restraint.
Even when a car crashed, his butt didn't fly out of the vehicle. After all, that's why
Alright,
the bad
guys.
guys were quick to close the door.
Right.
All right, later, guys.
Alright. Later, guys.
Later.
Thanks. Good night.
Night.